Hey everybody, it's me, JC, aka Card Than Audio, here to DM the very first session of a campaign called The Rise of Svaralax. As you can see with this very outdated picture on your screen right now, I'm joined by some very nice Patreon cardigans over up at the Baby Doll tier and above, who were kind enough to let me stream this for y'all. Kind of give you all a little introduction to what D&D is like. As you can see, there's only 3 players, and usually D&D has like 4 to 6 players. So if any of y'all are interested, we play twice a month. It's not really clear when we play. We kind of do it on like a fluid basis based on when everybody's free that month. But you're welcome to sign up if you like. And we'll be playing twice a month, and this is kind of what D&D is going to be like. For now, however, thank you all for being here. And are y'all ready for some introductions? Y'all ready to say hello? People here in Discord with me?
Let's go!
All right.
Yeah.
First, because I'm sure that they're absolutely ready, because they're always ready, I'm joined by Midnight. You just do a quick introduction of yourself. We'll talk about characters and stuff later.
Myself. Oh, frick. Hi, everyone. My name is Midnight Crayspell, aka Mitty. I've actually been what we used to be called was Cardigans for, oh, still? Okay. I thought we were now Cardinals, like birds.
Ooh, really? I didn't. That's news to me.
Wait! Anyway, I've been Cardigan for a good, 5 years or so, and I have not regretted it since. It's been one of the best things that has happened in my life, and I'm very glad to have found them.
Oh my god.
It's been, yeah, this is the first time I've ever made, like, online friends, and it was, what's it called? I'm not good with this introduction. Why dare you say that I was ready? Anyway, it's the best things ever happened to me, and never looking back. Always be here to support, and thankful for all the people that have helped me along the way when I needed it most. And yeah, that's enough of my sob story. Take it away.
Well, thank you. That was very sweet, Mitty. Mitty has indeed been part of the community for a very long time, as has the person who I'm next gonna put on the spot, Drea.
Hi, my name's Drea. I've been around for, I think, 7 years now. Sometimes I do on-again, off-again artwork for the channel or just for funsies. I lurk most of the time and just hang out in Twitch stream chat when I can. And that's my intro.
It's a great, solid intro.
I don't have anything I don't know what to talk about.
And relatively newer to the community, I think, maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, we have with us as well today, Ezza.
Hi, yes, I am pretty new to the Cardigan gang. I am actually from Australia, so it is currently 5 a.m. when this is being streamed. I've played D&D for about, I would say, 2 years or so, running a pretty long campaign. Playing in a very long campaign with about 7 people, so pretty big. But yeah, I'm very excited to be playing D&D, and I'm always thankful for JC for running this and giving up time to play some D&D with us.
Oh no, thank you all for being part of the community. And tell me, Ezza, do you know why my dumbass, when you said you were from Australia, why my instinct, I just stopped myself from saying top of the morning to ya. Because that is
wrong country, wrong place.
Very not Australia.
It's
not appropriate.
It's the g'day, mate.
Even if it was the right, even if it was the right country, still not appropriate. But yes,
I mean, you can get one off, and that's it. You can never say it again around me.
And indeed, mate, how would you say your day is? Would you say it is good so far?
I would say it's pretty good. It's all right. It's all right.
And how about things where you are, Mitty? Things going okay out there? Do you want to tell everybody where you are with your fancy ass?
I'm in Hawaii right now, and I'm missing out on exploring through this, but it was worth it.
They straight up gave up. They're on vacation in Hawaii right now, and they're here playing D&D with us. Thank you very much, Mitty.
My dad is not happy with me.
And Drea, do you wish to share at all where you happen to be from? Roughly?
Well, I used to live in California, but about a month ago I moved to Oregon.
Oregon.
Deep in the woods. Perfect spot to get murdered. So,
Home of Voodoo
love it.
Donuts. Have you been to Voodoo Donuts yet?
Yes, I went actually before I moved here on vacation one time.
Nice. Is it every bit as good as I hope it is?
Yes, it's delicious. They have a donut called the Homer, and it is just the exact donut he has in the TV show Simpsons. It's really
Awesome.
good. Yeah.
Speaking of, have y'all had breakfast? It's noon here, so I hope y'all have.
McDonald's.
I had
I'm
a coffee.
currently eating.
Okay, we got McDonald's, we got currently eating, and we got...
I have only drank a coffee.
Oh, come on, get a piece of bread in you or something.
The best I can do is a lollipop.
I'll take it. Actually, no, that's no. Get something better. Get something better than a lollipop. Right? I will not. Lollipop is not an acceptable answer. I've had a very healthy breakfast of tacos. Very, that's what you want to start your day with, tacos. Super healthy. I'm ready to go. And I'm ready to play. Are y'all ready to play?
Hell yeah.
Ready.
All right, we are going to be playing a campaign called The Rise of Spharallax. The Rise of Spharallax is a tweak on the campaign known as Dragon of Icespire Peak. Now, Dragon of Icespire Peak is D&D's like official go-to starter campaign. This is my first time running a campaign from a box, something that's pre-made, and this is what they recommend you do. It doesn't get any more classic D&D than this. This is about, short of starting in a tavern, this is as traditional as it gets. Now, before we start talking about the world and whatnot, let's start talking about characters. Who wants to go first talking about their character?
Not it!
No, please.
No.
Oh, Drea, you're so slow with the pickup. I'm so sorry. You gonna be okay?
I'm fine. I can, I can handle this better than
Yes,
Betty
you
could.
can.
Mm-hmm,
That might be. I don't know. Let's see if that's correct. All right.
Give me a performance
character
check.
is currently on the screen. Feel free to tell us about Viridian.
Okay, so Viridian. He is my thirst trap mama boy-esque character. He is a wood elf warlock. He was born in an ancient, rich, deep forest, and he's a little bit of a mama's boy. His mom was a scholar, and she unfortunately vanished, and his main goal is to eventually find her. And hopefully he might. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit how Viridian got their powers? It says here you made a mysterious pact and have to deal with its consequences. Do we know anything beyond that yet?
I'd like to slowly have that revealed over time.
I like that. All right, is that your way of saying that you don't have anything written for it and you want me to make it up?
Absolutely.
Okay, fair, perfectly fine. Not gonna lie to you, chat. When we did session 0, we didn't have a lot of character background, so I'm learning a lot about this stuff as you are. So I'm gonna figure out your mother, who was apparently captured when you were 12. All right, we'll figure that out. And now you're looking for your mother. Yeah, this is easy peasy. I'll figure out a way to fit that into the campaign. You might not see any hints today, but you might see something. And you said Viridian came from like a rich background. You were a little spoiled, a little hoity-toity boy.
Oh yeah.
I love it. That would explain the very extravagant clothing.
Oh yes.
All right, well, thank you very much, Viridian. Go ahead and take inspiration. That means at any point today, you can roll a dice. And if you don't like the way it rolls, you can be like, I'm going to use my inspiration. And that'll let you roll it again and let you choose either of the results.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you very much, Viridian. Who would like to go next? Knowing full well that whoever goes last does not get inspiration.
I will go next.
Hawaii leg. You get the Hawaii leg. That's what you get.
No, you can't do this to me.
Okay. Ezra, if you could, pretty please introduce us to the dear Ajita?
So Ajita has probably lived most of her life working as a circus acrobat and also incorporating archery into her performance. From a very young age, she was taught to hold a bow and arrow from a mentor, from her father's old adventuring guild. But in terms of like Ajita herself, she's very bubbly. She's very like bravely optimistic to the point that she will get herself and her twin brother Shav into all sorts of hijinks and buffoonery, as she is one of the clowns. But unfortunately, her mother died in a very mysterious death, and I know mommy issues. Everyone just has mommy issues,
Apparently.
so
Okay,
that's
the
fun.
theme so far. Okay, maybe this is the rise of Mamavax. Well, maybe I'll rewrite this a little bit. Keep going.
Oh god. But yeah, and suddenly after many, many years, her mentor gets some information about her mother's death. And he goes out trying to figure out what's happening and doesn't return for many years. And now Ajita is on her way out into the world finally, and is deciding to find her mentor and potentially seek out what happened to her mother.
Oh dang! Find the mentor, find the mom. Is Faralax just out there capturing mothers? Is that what this dragon is up to? Do I have to
Maybe.
rewrite this campaign? Just the mom capturer?
God,
Faralax
this
is
is
gonna be like,
Ma.
did you ever guess why they called me a motherfucker?
Oh dear God.
Jesus.
Christ.
No.
Special note about Ajita here. Ajita, as you notice, is a Haragon. Now, Haragon is a race that doesn't come standard to D&D, so Ezza made me buy a new book for it. Thank you, Ezza!
I said we could split it.
JC. I offered. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm fine to.
No. It's cool. I've been meaning to pick up that book. I just realized I hadn't. So luckily you reminded me.
In a very not so subtle way of, please, can I play the bunny? Please, can I play the bunny?
I think we're in for a treat with Jita based on our session 0, so I think it's going to be more than worth it. Plus it was like 30 races in that book.
You have so many options now.
Yeah.
So speaking of, thank you very much. Take inspiration. 30 races in that book. Not a single one of them, however, is a blue-skinned elf. So Midi, would you kindly introduce us to the only blue-skinned elf I've seen, Raylene. Raylene,
however you want to pronounce
Raylene,
her. You can
what I
even
said.
call her Rye.
All right.
Fucking lag, killing me off. How dare.
Pastrami on Rye. What you got?
Alright, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit.
Oh?
Hi, I'm playing Raylene, a basic biche of an elven ranger. Not really. But of course, contrary to our other part who is merely a wood elf, I am a high elf. And a moon elf at that. She's a bit of a recluse, mostly because she lost track of a close friend some time ago, and is currently in the search of them, but it's made her a bit wary of trusting others. She left her home for reasons she keeps to herself, but after taking a chance and teaming up with this group, she's slowly starting to trust her companions. It's been a gradual process, but she's learning to open up. Rylene's relatively new to adventuring, with only a few months of experience, but she's already come into her own as a hunter and a protector. She has a deep curiosity about the world, often fascinated by its wonders, and animals in particular, who hold a special place in her heart. Despite her guarded nature, Rylene has a strong sense of justice, and she's committed to protecting those who deserve it. While she's still haunted by her past and harbors a fear of nobles and knights, Rylene's determination and love for the natural world drive her forward in this journey of discovery and growth. And that was ChatGPT, everyone. Give a round of applause.
ChatGPT. Okay, Rylene. Now, Rylene, looking at this picture, I immediately have 2 questions. 1.
Go on.
Are all our blue-skinned elves normal in this world?
No, I wouldn't say so. Like, moon elves have various shades of skin. Mine just happens to be a little bit more bluer than most. She was supposed to actually have, like, more, like, grayish with, the blue tint, but she just looks so good. I didn't want to change the picture.
Okay, it is
But
a very good picture. So it is normal for moon elves, which I imagine are like maybe a smaller subset of elves.
Yeah, well, kind
Okay.
of, yes.
What are moon elves about? Like, how are they different from normal elves? I don't know anything about moon elves.
Moon elves. Should I just look for cheat sheet?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Is it just like, oh, this is a branch of elves that moved to here and they worship the moon instead of the nature in general?
Actually, according to Google here, also known as Tutel Queser in the Elven language, or
Of
Silver
course.
Elves, they're the most common of all the Elven subraces. More tolerant of humans and let me explain.
Soon it will be Christmas Day. Sorry, you're saying
Copyrighted.
silver elves?
Yes, they're also known as Silver Elves. They're the most common of all the Elven sub-races. They're more tolerant of humans than other elves.
They are
Moon
most
elves,
common?
apparently.
Okay.
Just of the sub
world
races,
veto
of the sub
sub races. Okay.
yes. Moon elves were the ancestors of most half elves. Not surprising, actually. They were considered high elves, sometimes also called Eladrin. Also, I prefer them over sun elves because they're like pompous a-holes elitists that think they're all the hot shiz, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. It goes into a background.
Moon elves are a subset of high elves, and they're like the
Yeah.
pompous, elitist. We know magic and we're fancy pantsy type elves. Okay. Okay.
No, they're the nicer ones. It's the sun elves that suck. The moon elves are the
Gotcha.
nicer ones.
Okay. Moon elves are nice. Sun elves are buttholes. Gotcha.
Basically.
So we've addressed the blue-skinned lady. What about the wolf? Is also blue?
Kind of, yes. He's not in the picture at the moment
He is
because
in the
I'm
picture.
still. Can you
He's
cut him out?
literally in the picture. Oh, you mean he's not there yet?
He's not in the game yet. There's a little
Okay.
bit of spoiler later.
Okay. So, we have Rylene, we have Viridian, we have Vegeta. Thank you very much for introducing your characters. You know, Rylene, you were such a good sport. You let me sing Silver Bells at you. Go ahead and take inspiration as well.
No, that's
Good.
not cool.
Shut up. Let me have this.
This is such bullshit. Come on.
You're bullshit.
We promise no fighting. Please, no fighting.
No, Mom. Let me have this.
I do not think they promised no fighting. I don't think that was ever part of the agreement.
Someone said that they wouldn't start the fights, and I've forgotten who it is.
That was Mitty.
Not for you. You're the one that told him not to give me inspiration. You don't get to make that call.
That was totally Mitty. I don't know what you're talking about.
You, chat, will learn very early on that Mitty and Drea have a deep history of lies and deceit and warfare, and
We got
you'll be
beef.
enduring through a lot of it through this campaign alongside myself and Ezza. Hooray!
Playful beef, to clarify. We don't actually have issues with each other.
She's
Now-
mad I didn't get her McDonald's or Jollibee.
You. Alright. Anyway.
Now, what I might ask, Rylene, Viridian, Ajita, do you all know each other already at the beginning of this campaign?
I wanted to discuss that. No one wanted to.
Well, now is the time to do it.
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and how do you all know each other and why?
We all went to a trauma mothers group.
I don't want. Like, no. Let's just say that there was a dangerous situation, and we all happened to be within the vicinity to come in and help. As to what, I'll let you guys pick that out.
We came across a big bad monster in the town, and we're all like, let's go fight the bad guy together.
And Ajita, what details would you like to add to the story, since it seems like we're doing it piecemeal?
3 heads are better than 1. So
Okay.
they can catch 6 of these hands.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you all came across a monster in town. You decided You all decided individually to help them, and you realized halfway through that you would be able to defeat it if you worked together. And so you did, and now you are a team. Is that fair to say?
I thought they were trustworthy enough to travel with. I was alone for a while, so I think I could trust them.
And just as a tiny little spoiler for something that is about to happen, do you have a team name?
The something about mommies.
Mama Trauma?
Mama trauma. I mean, that's half my trauma, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, don't let me decide. I'm just making a jokey suggestion.
It sounds good, honestly.
It kind of rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, I don't have any quarrels with it.
No.
Okay, and so Ajita, Viridian, and Rylene agreed that they would travel together under the name Mama Trauma.
Temporarily. We're not going to do the whole
Permanent.
rollers things again. We're not.
Permanent.
We're not.
Permanent. No, it's permanent.
We needed to put it on file. We needed something to put down.
Okay. Mama Trauma, let's begin, shall we? Actually playing D&D. It only took us a session and 30 minutes. All right, let's see. How do we get here? Ba-boom! What do you see on your screen? See a big old map? You should.
Yeah.
E.
I see Neverwinter and Phandalin.
Wait.
Excellent. All right, this is the map of the Sword Coast. This is where the bulk of today's adventure will be taking place. You are currently over here. You see the glowing spot over there? That is Neverwinter, and that is where the adventure begins. You, for whatever reason, up to you, ended up in Neverwinter, where they have a large guild that's kind of like adventuring group agnostic, where adventuring groups can go and sign up for different missions. The Crown is always looking for people to help with problems across the nation, of which there are many, because there are monsters and all different kinds of boogans and moo-moos out there just doing scary stuff and haunting people and eating things they shouldn't be eating. And so you find yourselves in line at the desk of the Grand Chancellor of the Guild, whose name is Vitellius Manalius. The door opens and an adventuring group similar to yourselves is ushered out, and you hear a dusty old voice calling you from within. Enter, please.
We go in.
All right, one by one, you enter his room. It looks like a stuffy old office. He looks like he has a giant book in front of him, which there are like little sub books built into it with little flippy pages, maps and pins and all different kinds of indicators to show that he's trying to keep track of many different things. He himself is a melted candle of a stuffy old man who looks like he's just been, he's just like oozing out of his clothing. He's so, he's old and kind of floppity and kind of tired as he looks up at you lot. Says, yes, 3, is it?
Yes, sir. Are you all right?
Yes, why do you ask? He like smacks his lips and it makes that like, kind of dry floppity sound.
No reason. Just look like you're having quite a day. If you're fine, then never mind.
Yes, quite fine. How about yourself, young lady?
Doing rather well myself, thank you. Do you have any jobs offers for us?
I do. Let's see. 3. You see him flipping through his book. He finally, after a while, yes, yeah. Reading. Have the 3 of you any experience with dispatching of dragons?
dragons.
Yes.
I look to the group.
I mean, I have definitely played with like puppet dragons, but definitely not like big dragons.
Viridian?
I have not either.
Well, it doesn't state here that it is an elder dragon. I imagine we'd all know if it were. So, still, dragons are dragons, of course, so... well, it appears all you need to do is help the people of the town of Phandalin who are being terrorized by the dragon. If you can simply help the people and deal with the dragon, perhaps you might not have to kill it at all. Very good. Now, let's see here. Phandalin. And what name can I put here?
I just stay quiet.
A name for the group, please.
Mama Trauma.
Viridian?
Pardon?
Mama Trauma.
He said Mama Trauma.
Ugh. It's not our actual names. It's just something that came up out of the blue one drunken night, and they just unfortunately have been sticking with it ever since. It's not officially a name, but it is for now.
I mean, it fits pretty well.
I do not have mommy trauma.
2 beats 1.
I feel like you do, though. Somewhere deep down inside you, there's some Mama Trauma.
I believe you do not call somebody mommy without having some form of trauma, young lady.
I do not, and have not, and will not.
Very well. Mama Trauma.
You two are going to be the death of me.
God's bless the people of Phandalin.
A
Very
pure
well.
ruckus.
He stabs a old melty finger at the book and draws you close to point at a map. He's pointing at this spot on this map. You see it, don't you? Phandalin?
Just south of us, yes?
Yes.
So that is our destination then, shall we?
It is. Deal with that, and upon your return... 500 gold. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Farewell, Mama Trauma.
Please don't let others know of our name.
I will.
You
It
shut
has
your
a
mouth,
nice name.
Viridian.
A banner will be purchased, and it will be glorious.
You do that, and I will leave this group immediately.
I think I have a guy that can do that.
Please, Ajita, don't encourage him.
If we're going to be fighting a dragon, we might as well have some fun while doing it. If Mama Trauma is the way that we have fun doing this, then so be it.
Can't we just, like, abbreviate the names to be, like, MT and then let other people just try and wonder what the words even stand for?
Then they will assume mega titties.
That's not... You don't even have any!
You cannot name yourselves mega titties. That name has been claimed by another group.
Wait, there is?
Damn it!
Actually, or...
Next, please.
Go, just go, go. I push them out of the room.
All right, you find yourself ushered out of the room, and soon enough you are back out on the streets of Neverwinter. Then you have your goal set before you, the distant town of Phandalin. It is, let's see, I don't know how far away this is. It is many hexagons
before we
away.
head off towards Phandalin, do you think we should go and resupply? Actually, how much money do we have for each of us?
You have whatever you have on your character sheet.
So broke.
So on your character sheet, when you're making your characters, near the end of it, it should have asked you to choose equipment. And part of choosing your equipment, like you choose like different kits or sets of equipment, and then part of that includes whatever money you have left after all that.
What can I afford with 1 gold piece?
Oh god.
I have no gold piece.
I have 15.
Let me see. I have a link here for you all. I believe if I scroll up high enough. Here you go. Now, because you are in a big city, everything will be priced at 1.25. So 25% the price is listed here. Oh, that is like a double link for some reason. There you go. So take the price, add 25%, and that is what the going price is here in Neverwinter, where everything is expensive because it's a big city.
Freaking inflation.
Yeah. Can't escape it even in D&D.
That sucks.
Y'all really have no money left after choosing your things?
I chose one where I live modestly, so it only gave me 1 gold piece.
All right, and Viridian? You
I
also no
have-
monies?
Nothing. Like, literally nothing.
Nice.
How are you so?
Did you
how
choose
are you
your
up with
gear? You did, just to be
I
clear.
did. I did.
Okay. All right, well, good luck.
Well, what should we do?
Vegeta, is there anything that you want to buy?
I mean, nothing in particular, but if the group needs anything, I'm more than willing to sponsor.
Well, we could invest in some health potions, but I forget how much they cost.
So with the markup, about 62 gold.
We're not buying from here. Let's go.
Oh my god.
I don't think there'd be anything in our price range.
I don't think so either. Hopefully we won't die on the trip at the very least.
I think we'll be all right. Also, is this our first time into Neverwinter? Or have we been here before, just doing quests from here?
I'd say you've maybe done like little adventures here and there on the way to Neverwinter. And let's say your goal was you started making an adventuring group, adventuring together. You heard of Neverwinter as the big city, and you thought that that might be a good place to start and help make a name for yourself. And this is your first time signing up for an adventure.
All right. Then before we leave Neverwinter, can I see like where's the most noteworthy spot of all Neverwinter? Like an honest, easy to spot. See if there's any thing around it that I would recognize.
You're just looking for some kind of tourist attraction?
No, I'm looking for specific markings.
Like a landmark?
Yes.
Okay.
Or like a like say like a mark on the wall made by a particular someone.
Oh, I see. You're looking to see if you see any signs of someone from your past.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception, and and Viridian and Ajita, I would ask you to roll insight.
Ooh.
Perception. I'm pretending to roll dice.
I got 21.
I got 16.
Okay.
22.
22. Okay. Okay, Rylene, you do in fact see a marking that looks like it could be something weathered, but in a familiar shape. It looks like, it does look familiar. It does look to scratch the itch you were hoping it to, but it could be a little bit of copium because it looks so weathered and like it's been there for so long. Viridian and Ajita, you notice that Rylene is trying very hard to not seem obvious in the way that they are looking at this marking on the wall, but because of your keen insight, you were able to tell that they are in fact trying to paying more attention to it than you think they should.
Do I see if there's any like hidden parchment around?
Um, you do not, but you do see, with a roll like that, I'll say that you don't see any kind of hidden message, just more of like a "was here" type of thing. Less of like a direction on where to go next, more of like a hand waving type emoji, if you will, the equivalent of a hand waving emoji.
So not his then. All right. And then I head back to the group, kind of a little bit sullen.
Were you looking for signs of your mama?
No, Ajita, my mother has nothing to do with this. Please, don't ask.
Ajita's gonna give a bit of a like a smirking, suspicious stare, but just like drop the issue at the very least. It seems like this is a sore spot.
I'll talk about it when I'm ready, but not now.
That's okay. You don't need to unfold. Do it in your own time.
All right, then, shall we head off?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you you set off on foot southward along the high road?
Yeah, whichever is the quickest path that leads to Phandalin, that's also the safest as well.
Okay, let me see if I can flip. So you now see that you are in fact heading southward along the high road here. Heading down, it does appear to be the safest way. On the way, there's some traffic back and forth. It's not constant, but it is a very popular road that travels up and down the coast of this side of Faerun. So you do come across some people here and there. It takes a day or two to travel that distance. Anything you would like to do or say along the way?
I would probably. Sorry, you guys go.
I was just gonna say not that I could think of really.
Okay.
Ajita, did you want to say something?
Maybe just to like fill the silence, because Ajita is used to living in very lively and not very silent atmosphere. She'll probably like pull out her viola, just to play a little bit of traveling music in the background.
Okay. Give me 3 performance checks, and we'll kind of take the average since it's over a long period of time.
Ooh, that's a long viola playing. Jeez.
Ooh.
Well.
Starting off with a 5.
Ooh. Ooh.
You gotta get it
Lynn,
too.
for the super chat, thank you very much, Lynn. Okay, so we have a 5. We got a. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh,
All right. This okay. This last one's gonna be a nat 20.
Please, dice gods, be kind. Okay.
Hey, not
Okay.
bad.
All
Not
right.
bad.
So that's 27 divided by 3. That is an average of 9. So 10 for reference, 10 is average. So 10 is the baseline usually. You can, like, most things that you do are a 10. So a 9, maybe you're a little distracted, maybe it's hard to play while you're walking, maybe it's been a while. For whatever reason, Ajita's playing is good, not great. Maybe just a little off tune here and there. Maybe the what was it, a mandolin you said?
Viola.
Maybe the viola's a little out of tune.
I'm good with the bow, but not quite as good with this bow.
Well, I thought it sounded beautiful.
Really, it was just kind of like she tries not to like make any obvious movements that it kind of grated her ears, like maybe like a couple ear twitches, but tries to not show it.
Oh.
Maybe we'll find someone to help you tune that when we reach the village.
Yeah, yeah.
Still think it was
Meanwhile,
beautiful.
it was fine.
I just don't like long periods of silence. It's uncomfy. It's very uncomfy.
No, I understand. Actually, wait, I don't think I have a Lear on hand, do I? I just have proficiency on it, or did. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Raylene will actually, if the trip is lengthy, she will go out to hunt for some game to at least, get some food for the group.
Sure.
Can
Since-
Viridian enter?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can handle it.
I just realized, are you all ranged? For the most part?
Well, like, Ajita is a fighter.
I am a fighter, but I do have proficiency in bows specifically.
How would
Oh.
I check that?
You're a
Okay.
warlock, you're ranged.
Okay.
Mama Trauma likes to keep a distance. Okay, good to know. Be sure to have lots of big meaty things to charge right in.
No.
Could someone be our paladin or cleric?
maybe
This is a
somebody will want to
call-out.
join between here and then, but for now it looks like it's a lot of running while shooting in this group.
Someone tells me I'm gonna have to multi-class.
All
right.
Roll a survival check. Actually, you're traveling for multiple days. Let's do 3. Let's do the average of 3 check as well.
Let's do this.
17. 11.
I will take it. That was about to be a 5.
17. All right. So that's a pretty good average. That's a 45. So 15 average. Pretty good. So
yeah, beat that.
you're not a very rich group. You don't live off of rations. But luckily, Raylene here is skilled enough in nature that you do not only constantly have enough things to eat between things that they forage and animals that they hunt. You're always eating well, but also they're a pretty good cook, and they manage to make pretty tasty meals out of what they catch.
I apologize and thank the prey for our meal.
Do you they are rather abundant in the plains. Do you catch any rabbits?
Some rabbits, maybe a boar, if there be any. I don't hunt the deer though. I like them too much. They look too majestic for me to hurt.
But
So-
you don't like a rabbit?
How does Vegeta feel
no,
about that?
For the sake of Vegeta, I do not
Wow.
hunt rabbits. I don't.
Wow.
Too small a game. They're too small. Mostly boars. I don't like pigs.
Ajita is huddled against a tree, trying their hardest not to be shot.
She's not. Yeah, okay. Riley's not very tactful. She doesn't think things a lot through. She doesn't travel with many people.
Clearly.
Okay.
Clearly.
Okay. So when I do aim at a rabbit and I see a cheetah, it's like kind of suddenly being very afraid. I choose a different target.
Fret not, Vegeta. Viridian will save you.
Can I notice?
Because I care about my
Viridian.
teammates.
I am so sorry, Ajita. I didn't.
It's
That was
fine.
very
Just
insensitive
maybe
of me.
Okay, Gita, you notice while you do eat well, you do notice that Raylene seems to make a conscious effort to not catch hares, despite how easy it might be to do in these plains.
this is dearly noted.
Okay, your travels bring you southward along the coast. You travel with a nice breeze of the ocean, but around this point of the map, you find you have to break eastward, and so you do. And as you break off onto this, which is known as the Tribor Trail, you notice that traffic is much less. And you are approaching the fork that you know you'll have to take southward to Phandalin itself, when you realize that there's a a wagon heading up northward along this road that is going to cross paths with you. It looks like it's just a old man in his wagon. Doesn't seem to be anyone else with him. Just traveling along with his donkey. And he catches your gaze as you both are set to hit the intersection at the same time. And roll insight.
23.
Okay.
16.
You all kind of notice that this older dwarven gentleman is kind of giving you like a cautious eye, but when he sees that you're starting to make the turn right on the road, he seems concerned, and it looks like he's pursing his lips to keep himself from saying something. But he turns left and he kind of sets his jaw and seems determined to not say anything as you walk by him.
Did you two see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be some dangers ahead.
Phandalin. Might be worse than we thought.
I mean, it is a dragon that we're dealing with, so...
Very true. Well, we already came all this way.
He's nearly out of earshot when suddenly you hear the sound of his wooden wheels kind of like skidding along the dirt road. And you hear an exasperated sigh. Yeah. All right, look, I gotta say something here. You all aren't going to Phandalin, are you?
We are.
So you just don't like being alive, then?
Why do you assume we're going to die?
What? Have y'all heard the news of what's going on in Phandalin?
No, enlighten us.
Oh, gods above. Oh, Tybalt, help me. Okay, so, but since you don't seem to know, for the sake of keeping your heads where they are on your shoulders, let me inform you that Phandalin and the surrounding area is currently under the territory of a dragon.
Oh, we already knew that. That's why we're going to Phandalin. We're going to fix the dragon problem. We're fixing dragon problem.
You're what now, young lady?
We are fixing dragon problem.
Oh, I was worried that's what you said. Now when you say you plan to fix the dragon problem, what is it that you mean?
I mean, depending on how the dragon is and how it wants to negotiate, we could negotiate with words. Maybe we could give it a gift so then it leaves this place, or it can meet my left fist and my right fist.
Oh, okay. Then you're a bunch of wackadoos. You're crazy people.
Perhaps, but could you provide any additional information that you think is valuable to us?
He's you could tell he's a rather looks like an older gentleman, based on a sword that you see under his cloak at his hip. Maybe he might have been an adventurer back in his day. And he looks you over and says, let me guess. Young adventurers trying to make a name for yourselves, maybe trying to become great, glorious adventurers. Is that about right?
we also like to do what's right and help however we can. Also, we are a lot stronger than you think.
Okay, look. I believe in you. As a matter of fact, you know what? I wish you all good luck. But, ladies, please. You know not to fight the dragon, right?
Maybe not right away. I'm pretty sure that there are other things that the town could use some help with before we tackle the bigger problems. But it is...
Yeah, sure. And I'm sure you're very strong. And I'm sure, that bow and, that other bow and that book, I'm sure those are very helpful. But, let me just say, from someone who knows their way around a bit of adventuring myself, maybe if you had nicer bows, huh? Maybe if you had a bigger book with more pages in it. Maybe if you had better armor, you know? Maybe then, maybe consider trying to fend off the dragon. But please, ladies, sir, don't fight the dragon, okay? If you want to be adventurous for a long time, and I hope you all are, please don't fight the dragon.
We'll take your words to heart.
Thank you. It'll put this old man's worried heart at ease. I mean, why do you think I'm leaving?
I apologize that you had to have such a hard time enough that you had to leave.
They're nice people. And frankly, they could use the help. But, my days of saving people are over. I'm just a merchant now. But, maybe you can make a difference here. Just please, for your own sake, don't fight the dragon, okay?
Sure. We won't fight the dragon. Ajita gives like a very obvious wink.
Oh, God.
Not getting it at all.
All right. He gestures with his hand, kind of maybe something similar to making the sign of the cross that you might recognize in real life. Anybody want to roll religion?
Sure, why not?
I can also.
Sure. Anybody who would like to? Me.
I have an 11.
19.
Why not?
I'm not seeing the results
17.
for some reason. 19, 11, and 17. Okay. 11, it looks like it's just like a gesture of the hands. It's too fast for you to pick out any nuance. 19 and 17, you recognize the gesture he makes to be that of the god Tybalt. Tybalt is the god of luck. He makes that gesture and says, blessings upon you. You're gonna need it.
And to you, good sir.
All right, come on, Missy. And he gives a little nudge to his donkey, and they continue on down the road.
Well, if all goes well, maybe he'll be able to return to Phandalin after we're all done with this.
We can only hope.
I mean, that is the hope.
Alright, let's get going.
And going, you get. You continue on down the road, and eventually the plains give way to mountains. And as you continue plodding along, you find yourselves in the footsteps of a quaint and cozy town. That is the wrong channel. Quaint and cozy town of Phandalin. Put it on screen for the people at home. I will try to at least. There you go. Y'all can see that? Yep. You find yourselves before Phandalin, a quaint and cozy mining town. As you approach the town, you see the following. You are approaching from the north up here, where it says to Tribor Trail. And you see the small town expanding before you, and behind it, the backdrop of the mountains jutting out towards the sky. As you approach... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, no, I was just saying this map is abysmal. Like it's hard to like move around the map on Roll20 for me.
Sorry to hear that. But this is where you are. You do see the map on your screens, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, as you approach, the first thing you see people bustling about, but on the edge of town, you see what looks like 3 children kicking a dog.
Oh, heck no. I immediately come up and try to like say, stop that right now!
They look up at you, and the kids look at each other, and they all laugh and start running back into town. And you see the dog there still huddled up and kind of shivering.
After withholding the need to pull my bow and like aim at the kids, I go to check out the dog.
And
This is so mean.
can I roll animal handling to see if there's a way I could help it?
You can. Roll animal handling and see what you got.
I got 9.
Okay, you got a 9. But even with a 9, that is high enough to realize very quickly that this isn't a dog.
Oh.
What? Ha!
Oh.
You see, huddled on the ground, bent over and kind of huddled, like curled up like a dog, is this man. Muscular, big, very disheveled, distraught looking, but with a cowering, sniveling face, not smiling like he is here. And he looks up at you and kind of recoils. His hands are up to protect himself, and you see that he has a bit of a hunchback. Maybe if he was standing at his full height, he would tower over all of you, but because he is not, he seems to be shorter than all of you. And he looks to you and says, "Oh, please, I'm sorry."
Marlene just kind of like blinks a few seconds, not realizing that she'd mistaken a man for a dog, and goes to kneel down beside him with a gentle hand on his shoulder, like, "Are you alright? We're not here to hurt you."
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Lummy didn't mean nothing, boy.
What did you do?
The children, they pick on me so. They terrorize me, they do. Sometimes I get angry. I didn't mean nothing, boy. Lummy didn't mean nothing.
What is your name?
Bunny lady. Bunny lady.
Ella?
Bunny
Hi.
rabbit.
Yes, I am a bunny.
Oh, Lummy's never seen a bunny lady.
I know. It is very strange to see a bunny. But are you okay? Do you want a hand getting back up? Do you need some medical attention?
Lummy doesn't need anything. Lummy doesn't need anything. Nice bunny lady. Nice bunny lady. And he's very pleased with the fact that you are a Haragon. Clearly he's never met one before.
Oh, so cute. Oh. Gino would be like a little bit playful, maybe a bit more entertaining, just to like comfort him. So kind of playing into like her little like performance thing and being much more energetic and alive.
He brightens up at this. He seems like he's very easy to please. And despite the fact that he's still got like little children boot marks on his like face in the mud, he smiles up at you all. Nice funny lady. Nice blue lady. Oh, nice mister. Nice sir. He looks up at you, Viridian, kind of with hopeful eyes, but also maybe ready to recoil if you strike at him.
Yes, very nice, very friendly. Where do you live?
Lummy lives wherever Lummy can find a roof, isn't it? Usually in the stables. Very nice horses.
Uh-huh.
Why you come to Phandalin? Blue lady, bunny lady, nice man.
We've come to help around here, so to speak.
You want to help us?
Yes, we are adventurers, and we hear that there's been a dragon problem.
Oh yes, terrible dragon, isn't it? Scary. And he spreads his arms and looks like he can't really, given his kind of misshapen form, but it looks like he's trying to mimic the act of having wings, and he kind of hobbles around in a circle, making dragon screeching noises.
You're a very good impressionist. That was a really good dragon. I'm very terrified.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lummy didn't
No,
mean
no.
to scare you.
No. It is very good. This is what I'm saying.
Oh, you're so nice. Can Lummy help you?
If you would like to help us, if you think you would like to help us, then I'm sure we could have you tag along if it is all right with the other two.
Certainly.
Wait, do you even know if he's even able to fight? I mean, he had a hard time just dealing with a couple of kids. I don't think I want to have him to go on even something more dangerous than that.
Oh, Lummy doesn't want to fight, no.
We can leave him in some kind of safe care area when we need to. We won't bring him into the fight, but he might be helpful in navigating the town.
Do you know any nice people here?
Yes. It's Toblerone.
Toblerone?
Let me show you Miss Toblerone.
Miss Tavern.
Come. Miss Toblerone, so nice. Give Lummy nice stews, she does.
Well, let me have. Yeah, we'll follow.
Okay. Lummy, as he's introduced yourselves, hobbles along, very excited to show you through the town. As you are walking through, he points to this building here, the red building. Says, "That's where Elmar and sells things. If you need things, Elmar will give it to you. Smithy here. Just banging loud noises all the time. His house. This is where Miss Toblerone is. And this is for God's little temple. It is." And he points at this. It looks like a gathering of more like it's barely. He calls it a temple, but it's really just like some stones that have been stacked up to form like a tiny little, almost like a booth. And in the booth is a little altar to a god. Those of you who rolled high enough on your religion earlier recognize that the symbol and the altar and the idol within are also of that of the god of Tybalt. He brings you around, pointing out the village square, where a bit of a market has been spread out. Back here is the village green. He points out this building as being where the mayor lives, the town master, and this building being where you can buy things like weapons and armor and things like that. Looks like there's more to the town, but he takes that would be a left to get to the entrance of what looks like a big inn. You see, based on the sign, that it says it is the Stonehill Inn, and he hobbles in, ushering you to go with him.
I head on in.
Me
We
too.
follow.
All right. Inside, you see the inn is relatively not very busy. You see maybe a few patrons. It is about midday when you arrive. Standing behind the bar is a towering woman. Vibrant green skin, pointed green ears, a luscious mane of deep raven black hair and curls and tangles, and just the most biggest, giganticest orc titties you've ever seen in your life. Just big old heathen orc boobies. And she calls out to you as you enter, and you see her giving you a look very similar to that she is giving in this picture. Hey, sugars, what brings you all over to the Stonehill Inn?
Riley just speechless.
I need a moment to process. Oh god.
We are travelers. And we are looking to hopefully solve the dragon problem.
Oh, adventurers, is it? Lummy, what kind of trouble you bring to my doorstep today? You see, Lummy looks up and smiling as he approaches, happy to see her, like literally a bounce in his step as he bounds over to her. He says, "No trouble, Miss Toby Road. It's new friends. Very nice. It's a blue lady and a bunny lady and nice man. I bet they are, sugar. I bet they are," she says, and kind of gives you all a summarizing look. And in that stare, you either feel seen or you feel small. That depends on how a woman the likes of Toblerone Stonehill might make you feel.
Riley does take a bit of a step back, but still tries to hold her gaze.
I think Ajita is just more in awe, maybe like a little bit of a blush, just like, whoa, oh, wow, okay.
Are you alright, Achita?
I am totally fine. So fine.
Can I make an insight check on her? Sorry.
You absolutely can. Go ahead. Did you bring dice with you on your vacation?
I technically did, but it was mostly just to like make the ASMR. Oh shoot! I wanted to use it as like for like ASMR sounds, like as if I am rolling, but I am going to use the online dice for the crowd.
Sure. All right. With the 22, what does Ajita pick up? Oh, sorry. What does Rylene pick up on, Ajita?
It would definitely be a deep blush, maybe just because she hasn't like ventured out into the world. She's seen many a people, but it's probably because like people come in swarms, and it's like people can get lost in the crowd. So being that this is a very like intimidating, big honking lady, and seeing up close and personal is maybe just like a little bit of like, how do you say, flustered is probably the word. But it's very, very, very obvious.
You can tell that not only is Rylene picking up on it, but definitely so is Toblerone, and she smiles a toothy smile at you. But she does the same to all of you. Now tell me, what can Toblerone Stonehill, matron of this inn that you find yourselves inside of, what can Toblerone do for you, sugars?
Well, we did come a long way all the way from Neverwinter, so any food and drink that you could offer us within a reasonable price?
She looks up the lot of you. Yes, I suppose I could. Yes. 5 silver a day is gonna get you all some food, some boarding, some drinks. And, give a little extra, and maybe you get a little extra. If you catch what I mean.
I'm
Ajita
afraid
is
I do
full
not.
red.
Oh, Ajita?
I think
just the buffering in the head.
Loading screen.
Loading screen.
I think Viridian would volunteer for that kind of shit.
Oh.
I should-
It looks like you've got more than 5 silver for Toblerone. Is that right, pretty man?
Yeah.
That's excellent. More than 5 silver will get you everything. She leans in real close, a big toothy grin, and you can feel the heat of her breath as she growls it at you.
Well,
a fight.
let's go discuss payment then.
Yes. But first, you're surely tired from the road, ain't you, sugars? Let me get you all something to eat. Wouldn't want you doing any kind of, extracurriculars on an empty stomach now, would I?
No, ma'am. No, not at all.
Coins on the counter, boys.
This just was it 5? How much was it?
5 silver. It's 10 silver to a gold. 5 silver a night, they said, would give you. Am I still connected to the internet? My Steam is shutting down.
I can still hear you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, weird. Steam just rebooted. Okay. Well, we'll just keep going. 5 silver will get you room and boarding and food, and maybe a couple of drinks for the day, and that'll be per head per day.
How much for just the food and drink?
She kind of does a quick, kind of gives you like a bombastic side eye at that.
Apologies, I am very, very tight on coin.
I'll feed you, and I'll let you have a couple of sips for 2 silver.
I've survived off worse, but I thank you anyway.
What about you
I
two?
could cover the cost of everyone if you need. If I would like to stay here, if that is okay with both of you.
I mean, you're free to sleep here. Just food and drink would be enough for me. But if I do appreciate you offering.
Tell you
Well,
what,
I'm sure we'll get more.
you put 2 gold on that counter. I'll give you all a room, separate rooms if you prefer. And with the extra, we can talk about doing a little everything together.
Renly's just like has like a question mark above her head that she doesn't understand.
Vegeta is questioning whether to hesitantly put down the coin or slam it on the bench.
Viridian's made up his mind. He's gonna have a fun night.
All right, 2 gold are put on the counter.
Yes, I will. I appreciate
2 gold total is what she meant. Basically,
Yeah.
Have 20 silver for the lot.
You guys can have a room for the night. I think I will rough it out tonight.
Scaredy cat.
No, I just prefer to sleep
Oh.
outside.
Sugar, I wouldn't recommend it. Not with that big old scary dragon out there.
Does it go off picking people in the night?
You can stay in the stables. How about that? Oh, yes. A sleepover with Lummy and the Blue Lady.
She's actually okay with that. All right, then.
Lummy claps his hands and is excited, and Toblerone will pocket the gold deep in her bosom and begin to pour out 3 bowls of stew and 3 pints of mead. As you tuck into your meal, you are free to do whatever you like. But go ahead and let me know if anybody's trying to peruse the room, maybe eavesdrop, kind of listen in what might be going on with the different patrons.
You guys go for it.
Viridian will eavesdrop for a little.
All right, roll a perception to see if you can hear what's going on.
Right here. There we go. Okay. 17.
17. Okay. 1 second. All right, with the 17, you hear what looks like an elderly couple. You are they're brought to your attention because you hear a sharp yelp of pain. You kind of glance over as you're eating your stew to see the man is reaching down to his knee. It appears that it is bandaged, and he's having a shot of pain just lanced through it. His wife leans over to dote on him. Oh, are you okay, dear? Yes, Margaret, yes. It's just, God. Ever since that dragon attack, just hasn't been right, you know? Well, don't worry, dear. We're gonna get ourselves, some healing from Adabra. Fat chance. She refuses to come into town. What are we supposed to do when we're getting attacked and the only town healer refuses to come live in town with us?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have the spell Spare the Dying, and it's basically like a healing type of spell. Can I offer that to them?
So you are familiar with the spell Spare the Dying. You know that it would, if he were in fact like literally dying, it would keep him from dying. So he would, it would like help stabilize him.
Right.
It's not going to do much for a broken, maybe a broken or hurt leg.
Okay, gotcha.
If you do have any healing, however, any other form of healing, that might be of some help.
No, I don't have anything else.
Do the rest of us hear us?
Roll perception checks. Okay, Jita, you can't hear it over the thrumming of the blood in your ears as you steal furtive glances towards Toblerone, who is now tending to her other duties about the tavern, but is occasionally shooting little winks and looks over your way. And each time it just makes the blood thrum in your heart, and you can't pay attention to anything but.
Orc, only orc. That's all that's on the mind.
Rylene, however, you absolutely hear all of that.
I immediately get up and walk over to them and ask, so there's a healer outside of town? How come they don't come in?
We got this healer, see, and she's a lovely lady. We love her. But she refuses to come into town. It's not safe to live out there, and we're trying to get her to move into town with the rest of us. I feel like we gotta circle the wagons, you know what I mean? It's a dangerous time out there, and she, stubborn old lady refuses to come. It's been a problem for a while. We could use a healer, what with people under attack and whatnot. And she, for whatever reason, doesn't want to come.
Must be an important reason if, even in this dire straits, she refuses.
Yeah, but don't worry yourself. We asked the mayor. Said he's gonna look into it.
How bad is his injuries?
It looks like he can probably get by. He can definitely still he can still walk, looks like. Roll medicine check.
Not bad, 13.
All right, you can tell that it doesn't look like his leg is broken. Looks like he, at least managed to make it in here. It is bandaged, maybe not professionally, and it does seem to be doing the job, but you do know that if it's not treated and set, it might set improperly, and he might not be able to make a full recovery if not seen by a proper healer.
Is there any way I can try to, ease up the pain for him? Maybe try to help set it?
Oh, no. You don't gotta worry yourself there, young lady. It's okay.
I'm afraid it's kind of a bit of a habit for me to try to help whoever I see. If you don't mind?
Harold, just let him, will ya? Yeah. And he kind of makes a sound, but he also kind of shuffles and offers his leg. You see him he hisses a bit as he turns to slide his leg towards you.
Ajita, do you think you can come here and help me with this?
Big orc, big orc. Yeah. Yes, I was totally listening. What am I doing?
We need to help this man set his leg so that it doesn't get any worse than it is now.
Okay. Ajita will come over and maybe hold his leg to set it correctly and make sure that it holds. If that is what is happening.
Just trying to get an advantage or something because I've
So the way this works is one person takes the lead and the other person assists. And what that means is one person, you'll both roll medicine checks. One person will be the main roller and will go based off that roll. The other person will need to roll medicine and hit a 10. If you hit a 10, that means you give the other person advantage. Advantage means you get to roll twice and choose the better of the two results.
Can I retcon and ask how good her medicine check is?
Sure.
What do you got for your mod?
I would say it's about the +2.
I have
Okay,
a
so we're both the
+6.
same. You know what? Actually, Verdian, do you think you could? I know you're probably stronger than I am. Do you think you'd be able to do this in my stead?
Surprise,
Yes.
surprise. Dre's character got a +6 to medicine. Surprise, surprise.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah,
I
just
figured. I
connected
forgot
that.
it's a wisdom. It's wisdom, so I should have known. I should have known. I thought strength. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be like strength check or something.
Ha.
Medicine strength check.
I don't know. Okay. Viridian, get over here.
Getting.
Okay, so who's going to be the main roller? Who's going to be the sister? Who has the higher... Usually the way you want to do it is whoever has the higher bonus is the main roller. The other person rolls to see if they can give that person advantage.
I will be the main roller then.
Okay, so Riley, you're going to stabilize the man. You're going to make sure that he's held still and everything. Go ahead and roll medicine to see if you can give advantage to Viridian.
I do not.
Okay. Rylene is maybe a little distracted. Maybe the man isn't fully cooperating. Either way, it seems like they're not being much help. But luckily, they're not getting in the way either. So Viridian, go ahead and see if you can work your magic. Roll a medicine check.
12.
Oh shit. The DC was 12. Goddamn.
Oh.
So it looks like maybe you're a little rusty, and maybe the man's current bandaging situation didn't do you any favors, but you just managed to set it up right in a way so that while the man may still be in pain, you didn't fix it or anything. It's at least bandaged and set up in a way so that with your tutelage and guidance, you give him some advice on how to properly hold it. And I mean, you probably know the terminology way better than I do. But you basically set him up in a way so that if he continues on, it will probably fully recover.
Yep.
Honestly, this makes sense since you are like hospitality or something. Oh, not hospitality. Like nurse.
Medical assisting.
Yeah.
Same thing, hospitality, medical assisting, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly the same.
They both
Sorry, I thought hospital and it came out like that. Okay.
Okay, so whoa, hey, it's not bad. Maybe we don't need a dabber after all. No,
you'll still
there's
need it.
still other people in town who will need our help. Well, I don't, thanks to this man right here. What's your name, young man?
Viridian.
Viridian, let me buy you a drink.
Thank you, sir. It's much appreciated.
What do you like? You trying to get smashed, or you still trying to do stuff today?
I'm gonna get smashed, all right.
I would prefer something I could take along my travels.
Ah, okay. Hey, Toblerone, you think we could get something to go for this lovely redhead man here, my hero? I'd like to take him to go. Yes, of
my
course,
God.
we can get him something nice. She'll pick something off the shelf and pour some of it into a flask and toss you the flask, Viridian.
Thank you. And for a heads up for my group mates, if you wish to have some, I will share.
No thanks, you did all the work.
But we are a team. The Mama Trauma team.
I don't want to drink too much, so I'll pass.
Okay. So you all finish up your meal. You've helped the beleaguered elderly couple, and Toblerone crosses her arms and looks at you all and says, well, all right. Now tonight you're all mine. But for now, if you're really here to try and help out, you should probably go see the mayor. He's got some jobs posted that he probably will need your help with.
Sounds perfect.
That's as good as any place to start.
Sounds
agree.
good. Get y'all out of here before I eat you up.
Okay.
Yes,
Speedy
ma'am.
retreat.
Not understanding the innuendo, Riley just kind of like bolts out to the stable.
I'm going to... Somebody roll... Actually, will all of you roll a d4, please?
Am I here?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait,
Except for Rylene. Maybe Rylene ran out first.
Yeah, oh, wait, did anything what I said went through?
It did. I heard it.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
1.
Oh shit.
What are we rolling?
You're not included because you ran out first.
Okay.
So, Viridian, you head out after Rylene, and on the way out, Toblerone reaches down with a mighty, mighty paw to just tight, slappy spank on Ajita's behind to set her off. Get on out of here.
Oh god. Just like a little, like the cartoon jump, just like kind of jumps a little bit too far from the startle, and then just like runs out. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. Okay.
Bugs Bunny jump.
Yeah.
All right, she ushers you out and directs you in the direction of the mayor's house, and we will arrive at the mayor's house after a little break.
Lovely.
Yay!
Let's go ahead and take a little break and plan to be back here at the top of the hour.
Cool.
Very good.
Yeah. All right, I will. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Let me go ahead and put us on a little pause. All right, be right back, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Is she part of the Mega Titties Club that we got told about?
How did you know?
Is she part of it?
How did you
Yes.
I'm friends with JC, so no.
She's not only a founder, not only is she a member, she's the president.
Oh, hell yeah.
Lovely.
That's girl boss vibe.
All right, we are back. We are live. Thank you all so much for hanging out during the break. We return to Mama Trauma in the town of Phandalin. You leave the Stonehill Inn, and what would you like to do?
What time of day is it again?
It's still about midday, maybe approaching afternoon.
Okay. I will do the same as I did back in Neverwinter and try to find the most notable place, which is probably the Shrine of Luck, and see if I can find any markings.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception. Now, these markings, I'm not really sure. I don't think we talked about this beforehand. What are these? I don't know if you want to DM me if you're trying to keep it secret, but I don't know what this markings thing is about. So
I
don't know
told
how to
you
say-
about my backstory. I guess you didn't read it then. It's okay.
You sent me something?
I said I redid up my backstory a bit. So
Oh, in the
just to,
character sheet.
Yeah.
I did not. I can look at it now.
Yeah.
Let me go read it now and see see if maybe there's something there.
Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you.
All right, so you know that the Town Master's Hall is right where it's located on that map. You remember Lummy pointing it out to you earlier, and you notice that Rylene kind of meanders over towards the Shrine of Luck.
I got a 10.
Got a 10. Okay, let me take a look at Rylene real quick.
It might be faster if I just DM it to you, because it is a bit lengthy. Sorry for the inconvenience.
I read super fast. No, I don't. Oh, it's so long. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus, Mitty.
I wanted to be thorough, okay, and I just have her be like just some basic summary, like as if she's an NPC.
Meh.
How else am I gonna act her out well?
You know what? Let's say I'll read this before next session. Promise. And
Yeah,
make
that's
sure
fine.
I'll
Okay.
make sure to integrate it properly that way.
I'll nix the lore stuff then.
Okay. So for now, you have said you were going to head over to the mayor's house, the town master's hall, but technically you can do whatever you want.
Then I will first head to... Where's the general store? There's a general store, yes?
Up here, yes, Barthen's Provisions.
Okay, I'll ignore that for now and head to the mayor's.
Okay. All right, you all head over to the mayor's house, and you see before you what looks like a big town hallish type building. The door is closed, and next to the door is a big posting board. On the posting board, you see hanging 3 different parchments. They all seem to be different postings of different adventures that you could go on.
Shall we take a look at the board?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we're looking for dragons though, so maybe if there's something particularly dragony.
Well, maybe we should at least gather up information about the dragon before we just simply go and take off to fight it.
True.
And, prep up, because based on from what I've seen in our inventory, we don't have a lot to really be prepared for. So look
Well,
at
what
job
does the
number
first one
1.
All right, there are indeed 3 postings. The first one, says Dwarven excavation. Dazzlin Greyshard and Norbus Iron Rune, dwarf prospectors, found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here, and have been working on archaeological digs seeking treasure and relics. The dwarves have a strong understanding of the Sword Mountains and many of the fortresses around here. Mayor Wester hopes they know something about where the orcs may be attacking from, or if there are any defensible positions for the townspeople in the mountains. Bring information back from the dwarves to receive 50 gold pieces.
That's quite a hefty price.
Next posting. Gnomengard. A clan of reclusive rock gnomes resides in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengard are known for their magical inventions, and they might have something with which to defeat the dragon. You will be given 150 gold to purchase an item to bring back to fight off the dragon, and whatever you have left over is yours to keep.
That one is a lot better.
I agree.
And last, and this one appears to be the newest, says Umbridge Hill. Adabra Gwyn, the name that you recognize from within the tavern, is the local midwife and healer. She's an amateur potion crafter capable of making potions of healing. She lives in an old windmill alone outside of town. She may be needed if orcs attack, and the town would be devastated without her. You will be rewarded 25 gold pieces upon her return to Phandalin.
This was the one that the old man mentioned, yes?
I believe so.
Maybe we should try to bring her back first before we try out the others.
I agree.
And I don't feel safe with her being out on alone either. Ajita, what do you say?
I mean, we could definitely use more healers if there's going to be fights. So, yes, definitely.
Well, I'd assume that she probably isn't fit for fighting. She might be just another townsfolk, but I guess we could ask if she'd be willing to. But let's see if we can try to convince her to come back to town at least. I think that would be a safer option for her. So we pick up the job posting and go to the mayor about it?
Sure. You're right there before the door of the mayor's home, building. You do maybe think it is a little strange that it's a town hall and the door is closed.
Do we knock on the door? Bing, bing, bing.
Okay. What? Who is it?
We are
through the door.
Oh. We're a couple of adventurers who are here about a job posting.
Oh, good. Yes. They're posted out there. Feel free to choose whichever one you want, and best of luck.
That was strange.
I agree.
Can we roll insight into, like, it seems like they're trying to play off being fine, but it's very obvious that it's not. Can we just double check that? Is
Sure.
that possible?
Roll insight.
What do you have to hide behind the door? That was a 13 for insight.
Okay. I'll say with a 13, you can tell that whoever is behind this door definitely doesn't want to open it. And they also sound like they are, in fact, trying to put on a strong front.
There's someone in there threatening him?
Maybe, or they could be. They sound more like they're trying to hide something, which just makes me want to open the door more.
Roll a perception check, everybody.
Riley's holding the one to kick the door down.
7.
7 as well.
I got a 9.
Okay, nobody notices anything.
Damn it.
Mm.
Very suspicious.
And
Can we?
just to check, you're not orcs, are you?
Orcs? No, why?
Just, if you are, there's not a lot of meat on my bones, very skinny, probably not very delicious.
We mean you no harm.
Good. Good. Well, you see the postings? Which one are you going to do? And just to be sure, you are the people sent from Neverwinter?
Yes.
That would be us, Mama Trauma.
Stop!
She does like a little pose, just like very proudly.
Viridian high fives her.
Hell yeah.
No, don't listen to him. That is not our name, but yes,
It
we
is.
were sent over from Neverwinter. Shut it, Viridian.
Good. Mama Trauma? Very good. I have the utmost faith in you. Best of luck. Whichever one you plan to do, you can definitely do it.
Okay, then. I think he's just scared.
Just,
I'm gonna-
maybe, if in your adventures you happen across any of the orcs or the dragon, just maybe don't antagonize them.
But you have an orc here in town.
Oh, I do? Where?
Oh god.
Miss Toblerone.
Oh, Miss Toblerone is a half-orc. Very different.
But I can't help but feel like that's a bit of racist comment. Whatever, let's just go.
I lean over to Viridian. I say, I'm going to bust down the door. I'm doing it. You cannot stop me. And I start charging at this door, ready to just like bust it open.
Adita!
I'm doing it. I'm going. Nothing is happening.
If you break that door, you're gonna have to pay for it!
Adita's grown. Let her do what she wishes.
It'll be fine. Take like 5 steps back for me.
Can I grab her before she does anything reckless?
What did you say? What did you say? What are you doing?
5 steps back right now.
Adita! Why am I the one babysitting them?
You
And
hear
now
the hasty sound of furniture being scraped along the wood.
Am I able to bust this down? Is there any way that I can like bust it
Roll an athletics check.
Athletics, yeah.
I swear, if you did better than what I did when I did this in my last campaign,
Do it.
I fail.
It's a pretty solid
an 8.
door, and it feels like it is very heavily reinforced on the other side. What are you doing?
Can I try?
What's happening?
This is very case of deja vu for me, but Riley doesn't know why.
Can I try?
Sure, go for it.
18.
All right,
Oh.
the door buckles, but it does seem like there's many heavy things pressed behind it.
Ah, damn it.
You're going to get us in trouble!
What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Are we in trouble?
No,
I just
no,
want-
sir, we're fine.
Just want to have a friendly talk face to face. I don't like people being behind big ominous doors.
Come down here.
Gosh.
You hear his voice closer to the bottom of the door now.
I come closer.
Okay, anybody who leans down sees a sideways version of this picture. Whoops. Wrong channel.
Can you actually have a picture of it?
It's a very brief glimpse, but you basically see this.
Oh.
That's such
Them eyes,
such piercing
Jesus.
eyes.
No, that's unsettling.
He looks like he's judging me.
Please stay on that side of the door. Now, what can I help you with?
Just wanted to make sure you weren't a dragon in disguise.
What do you mean in
But
disguise?
I'm watching you.
They
You can
can't put on
polymorph them.
disguises, can they?
They can.
Never mind. Never mind. Guys,
Oh, gods!
They can and they will. Ajita does like little magic fingers, like while slipping away.
Ah! And you see, like,
antagonizing the fighting bad.
wherever he was, you see something slid in the way, and now, like, even the gap at the bottom of the door is now also stuffed with something.
We'll offer you protection if you can give us something in return.
I'll happily pay you for the quests that are stated.
This is very deja vu.
Riley, you're up.
We'll be on our way then. Come on.
No, we won't.
We need to do this job.
We can get something out of this.
This is banditry.
Ugh, only if it's reported.
Well, I'm done with
I
my
will report
antagonizing.
you.
Fine.
I start to make headway.
All right, so you all, in fact, leave?
I guess.
Rylene does. I don't know about the other two.
Coward.
Okay.
I'm more justified than you are.
Well, Ajita, did you want anything out of this man?
No. I just wanted to see his face.
Oh my gosh. All of that just so you can see what he looks like.
Well, her
I
curiosity
am
is sated.
Fine.
Not
Let's
enough.
go.
Okay.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
I mean, we have to. He's the one that gives us the quest money.
Exactly.
Make sure you give us extra.
So you all exit through the town southward. You pass through some townspeople who seem, while they're cheery enough, they do seem rather reserved and maybe like they've got something troubling on their minds. It seems like the town is kind of fallen in a bit of disrepair with everything that's been going on. And you see people kind of huddling and maybe a little nervous as you make your way through. But eventually, you make your way all the way through Phandalin and back out. I'll go ahead and switch back over to the main map. You head southward along the mountains from Phandalin towards Umbridge Hill. It is a short trek, but by the time you reach there, it is approaching evening. 1 second. Anything you say on your way out of town? Or on your way between town and Umbridge Hill?
I say to Ridian, you can earn more with kindness as well, right?
Where's the fun in that?
It's not about fun.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't realize Buzz Killington was on this journey.
Remind me again why I partied up with you.
I believe you had no choice.
Oh, I had a choice.
If we are going to face dangers, we might as well have fun along the way. Jita seems to understand that.
Ajita is doing cartwheels in the background.
As you cartwheel and argue your way through the mountains of Phandalin, you eventually see in the distance a windmill. It appears that you have reached Umbridge Hill. More distinct than the windmill, however, you see at the base of it what looks like a hulking creature clawing and scratching it at the door, trying to get in. Let me bring you all to Umbridge Hill.
Is this gonna be another dog that's not a dog?
I see people there already.
Oh, shit.
Who are
Alas,
these people?
These people, oh no!
Oh no!
No!
Who are these wild characters? Alright, let me find you. Here is a Viridian. Here is Rylene. And here is Ajita. Alright, go ahead and verify for me that you can move around your tokens. You might need to switch back to the arrow tool on the left.
I can.
Alright.
So tiny.
Now also here is... Huh. Oh, wait. There we go.
Sorry, how do you guys move your characters? The little arrow?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time. It's just opening the character for me, and then it's like color selections and stuff. Ah, okay. Figured it out. Got it.
All right, so from that great distance, you see, in fact, this giant creature, large and looming, looks to have the body of a lion, the wings of a bat, and the face of an eagle. And from the window on the second floor, you see a dear and sweet old lady's face, who just seems to casually call out to you all, a little help, sweeties?
Run away, ma'am.
We'll save you.
And we'll try.
This is the thing. This is what the thing looks like.
Oh, so like a griffin.
Oh.
Yeah, when I originally was making these pictures, I thought it was a griffin and not a manticore. So now it's a griffin instead of a manticore. Basically, same thing. It's a mantigriffin. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure they're
manticore.
different things.
Grifficore. It's my favorite aesthetic, Grifficore.
Okay, you are where you are. What do? You see the manticore scratching and clawing and crying out in like a ravenous fury as it tries to break down the door.
We've got to go and help her. And then we charge it.
All right, shall we roll initiative? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Or should I? Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Reckless
Give me
abandon.
Give me a second to get that set up.
Nice chill music.
All right, let me switch the music too.
My immersion.
I've just been listening to Spotify.
So a griffin can break down the door, but I can't. God.
This game's literally unplayable.
This wasn't what was designed for my character.
Let's see. Rylene, go ahead and roll a nature check.
Will do. It's 4.
Okay. You never fought one before, but from what you've heard, mantigriffins are scary. You don't know much about them or fighting them, but you do know they're meant to be very, very tenacious creatures, and you're not entirely sure you could take it on.
We'll have to be extra careful with this one.
Sorry, give me a second to finish up the prep. Something else I needed to do. I forget what. Oh, right, the music. I like listening to this gentle, lilting music.
As we gently kill off the beast. Lull it to death.
Whoa, Johnstron just put out a new video. Holy crap. Wasn't
Oh, you
expecting
noticed that too.
Let's see. There we go.
It's been forever. I miss his gaming vids. Yes.
That's scary. Okay, the Manta Griffin cries out as it claws at the door. Oop. Sorry, figuring all this stuff out at the back end. Okay, would everyone please roll initiative? I see an 18 from Rylene.
Oh, 4.
And 10.
All right.
Womp womp.
Okay, as battle starts, the Manticore kind of glares up at the lady and looks over its shoulder towards you all and yells, "Back! Stay back!" And then it resumes slashing and clawing at the door.
Not on my watch.
Rylene, it is your turn.
Alright, why did we start so far?
Run.
I'm gonna try to go as fast as I try to go my full length. 1, 2,
So
3.
each square is 5 feet. You have a speed of, I believe, either 30 or 35. So you can
30.
move 6 squares, and then if you want to take a dash, you can move another 6 squares.
Hold on, I want to see if I'm within range of it. Just shy 5 feet. Alright, I'm gonna take a dash action. Is I'm go another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't think there's anything else I can do, so I think I'll end my turn.
Okay, that is Rylene. Vegeta, it is your turn. You have your move, your action, and your bonus action.
I will. For now, I think we'll keep it simple. We'll just try to make it there. So I'll do the full 30 movement and then 60. I'll just follow.
Sounds
I'll
good.
follow Rylene's
You all
lead on
are-
this.
You all are rushing up. Viridian, Vegeta, are you done?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do for now.
Okay, Viridian, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna move to where these guys are. And I forget, is that like the only turn I can take is just moving?
So if you move and then move, yes, that is both of your move action and your action.
Gotcha, okay.
Unless you have anything for your bonus action. I don't think you do.
Nah. Okay, can I do an Eldritch Blast at it?
No, because you use your action to move instead of casting a
Oh.
spell.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all I got then.
Okay. The Manta Griffin, on its turn, claws at the door and sniffles at the bottom of it. The little tasty meatses. Need the meatses. Open door, lady. It turns
everybody
back.
hurry.
It glares back at you again during its turn. Says, "Stay away. I need meatses. So hungry." Rylene, it's your turn.
Alright, she's gonna move another. Actually, she's gonna move like 20 feet. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'll go again. I'll go the full 60. And then pull out my bow and say to it, deja vu happening again, stand down, we can talk this out, but if not, I will use force! And then just launches an arrow.
Alright, so stand down, you can talk this out, but I will use force, and you shoot an arrow. Go for it.
Son of a, that would have been a 12, and now it's a 9.
Alright, it was a warning shot. You shoot a warning shot right by it, and it skitters against the side, off the side of the windmill, and it turns to face you. Huh? Talk? Need eat.
Well, you're not going to eat the lady.
Alright, anything else for you, Rylene?
Unfortunately, that's all I got. I end my turn here.
Okay, Ajita, it's your turn.
I think I will do the 30 as well. And yeah, I will pull out my longbow and I will take a shot.
Go squad, let's go.
Hopefully not missing, but we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
That is a 26.
26 definitely hits.
Very good, very good. And here comes some damage, and it is 8.
All right. It the arrow sinks in, and though it's a solid hit, you can tell that this thing is huge and meaty, and it's gonna take a lot more than that. And it cries out in pain as you strike it. Ah! Stop!
That wasn't me, it was her, I swear.
Peter!
What?
Anything else on your turn, Ajita?
I believe that is all I can do for now. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, Viridian, it's your turn.
I'm going to do an Eldritch Blast.
All right, roll for it.
Okay, so it's a 13 to hit.
13 is just shy. Now you
Damn
missed. Don't forget, you all have inspiration if you want to use it. I just remembered that. Sorry.
Only me and Ajita have inspiration.
Excuse me! Don't be pulling that shit.
Okay.
I don't think I remember Ryling getting it.
Yeah.
No!
I think people who volunteer to go first, you know. I'll use inspiration though to try and hit it again.
All right, go ahead.
Oh my god, okay. 13 again.
Alas, it does
Aw.
not. It was not fated to not happen.
Whose side are you on?
Currently not yours.
Okay, the thing turns and it beats its wings, and it is a terrifying creature. And it growls low and says, "Last warning. Go away. I need eat." And you can tell that it's poised to strike if you make a move to attack again. Rylene, you're up first.
I want to try to persuade it to try to stand down so that we can help it. And if it fails, I will go for another shot. Democracy be darned.
All right. What do you say to it?
If you want some food, we can help you out, but we are not eating an innocent woman.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Yay, and I have inspiration if need be.
No, you don't.
Frig you! Okay, that's a 2.
That's with inspiration. You got a with the advantage. You got a
and a 5. I'm using my inspiration.
Oh wow.
I'm using it. I'm using it.
Ooh.
Does it still an advantage again, or is it just one roll?
Just one roll. Actually, no. I guess it's the full roll. So yeah, with advantage.
Yay!
All right,
Suck it,
You
Viridian.
can't get this with 4 rolls.
Then yes. 5! Nice, another
Oh
two.
my god.
God.
Please, no.
That's incredible.
Oh my god.
Riley really
man.
wants to kill him.
Okay.
Karma
so,
bit you in the ass.
So
He
I'm not
wasted a
saying
free-
I'm not saying you're like this is the end all be all, but you did the equivalent of like stop or I'll shoot, and then you shot.
Okay, I'm
So-
good.
It is not very impressed by by your words. Do you in fact
Alright.
still shoot?
Riley woke up and chose violence. Since words failed me, only action is required.
Oh my god. Stop, we can talk about this peacefully. And then you fire.
No, I tried to talk to it in
And you tried to lecture us on being civil.
Hey, I try to exhaust all of my options before I take.
Oh yeah, sounds like you
My own
exhausted
hand.
them pretty
You
thoroughly.
don't have to shoot. You can just pass.
Now
But
you gotta
if
shoot.
you do in fact want to fight, we can fight.
You know what? You know what? Fine. I won't attack. I will attack if it tries to attack us first. I will
It's
hold my
gonna.
honor.
It's gonna.
I won't attack then.
Guys, let's just be civil about this. Let's just
Civil
be
went out the
peaceful
window.
as I
One.
draw a knife from my back.
You tried to kick open the door.
That was for other reasons.
Ajita, it is your turn. Are you in fact heading down the path of diplomacy, or are you going to continue to fire?
Screw diplomacy. I like firing arrows.
All right, roll for it. You shooting more arrows at it?
Shooting more arrows. The time for talking has gone. It is a 24 to hit.
That absolutely hits. Roll for
Hell yeah.
damage.
Damage. That is a 10.
All right, huge damage. The arrow sinks
Hell
in and
yeah.
it cries out and begins to charge. As a reaction to
Oh.
you taking your shot, it takes its held action and will.
What?
It did
see.
what?
So it was holding an action until one of you shot. And since you shot, it's like, all right, well, fuck that then.
Oh boy.
It is.
Well. Oh. Oh no.
Oh, now you don't. Now you feel bad about shooting it. It
I
takes,
didn't shoot. It was Riley. And it was
Yeah.
totally.
Blame me for your actions.
It was
No.
right down over there.
Okay, you see that
Hey,
little
but if-
symbol on it? It's a tiny little symbol on the corner. That means it takes the sky.
Oh. Oh yes, it does have wings. That makes sense.
You see it pounds its wings and takes up high into the sky 50 feet, where it whips its tail at you, and you see that its tail is covered in these long spikes, which shoot out at you. And it will fire one at each of you.
Oh, come on.
To
Raylene, how could you?
to
You shut
Raylene.
it.
Does a 13 hit?
It doesn't.
All right, it sinks into the ground next to you. To Ajita. Does an 8 hit? I imagine no.
No.
And lastly, to Viridian. Does an 18 hit?
Oh my god, it hella hits.
Tail spike, your friends manage to dodge out of the way, but you look up too late to find that it digs into your side, dealing 4 points of damage.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Viridian, try to keep your distance. Squish.
I'm the furthest back.
We'll get farther then.
Viridian, it's your turn.
Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna try and hit it with Eldritch Blast again.
All right, good luck.
Just weaken it.
22 hit.
20 hits.
Then 10 damage.
Nice, max damage. It's a square shot in exchange for what it did to you. It is still looking strong and hale, however. Anything else on your turn, Verdian?
No, I'm good.
Okay, next up is its turn. With a cry and a slam, it crashes down into the ground in front of you two. And begins to go ballistic on you with its claws and its gnashing mouth. First claw against the Jita. Does a 13 hit.
It does not.
You manage to dodge out of the way and brings its second claw down upon you. Ooh, no. Nat 20 definitely hits.
Maybe just a little.
No.
It beats you down brutally with an attack. You dodge out of the way just to dodge right into the way of this one, and it deals 15 damage.
Oh,
no.
15? 15.
No.
1-5. I did try to warn you guys. I did try to.
No.
Raylene, it's all your fault.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, you are.
This is the orcs all over again. This is the orcs.
See, this is what you get for blaming it on me.
It
I
is your
still
fault, though.
blame you.
If you had faith in the Mamatron, my gang, this wouldn't have happened.
We're
Just gonna go ahead and do one of these. Just gonna go ahead and do one of those. And claw, and then it looks to you, Rylene, and gnashes at you with its massive mouth.
Get him. I mean,
Keep
run.
doing
I stare it down.
Trying to catch you in its iron beak. Does a 16 hit?
Right on the money.
It hits for 10 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did. I told y'all.
Okay. This is all a dream.
We wake up after a very drunken night. Please.
Stay back. Maybe
Okay.
I eat this one. And it begins to, it uses its claw to kind of like scrape Ajita closer to it.
No.
Okay. Do
Arlene,
I
it's
still
your
have?
turn.
Do I still have meat from our travels?
Sure, yeah.
Since
the
I've been
boar,
hunting
boar
around.
had plenty meat.
I immediately whip out all of the meat that I have gathered so far and offer it. Look, I said that we could help.
What was that, Mitty? You whip out your meat? What was that?
No! Don't you dare bring out that again!
Damn. Gotta go back to that inn.
No!
How about the meat we're talking?
It's all over again. However much
Damn.
it has. I bring out all of the meats that I have hunted and say,
That doesn't sound
I
any
said
better.
that we can. All of the meat that we have gathered.
So doesn't sound. No way you put it
Shut
to make
up.
it sound good.
What do you do with it? You throw it on the ground?
No, I hold it out in offering. I
Yeah.
stare it down and says, I said that we wanted to help and here is the proof. Please. We didn't want violence, but you were threatening someone, so please.
Well, we didn't.
Roll
Really did.
persuasion with advantage. It is as soon as you bring out the meat, you see its eyes immediately glow, and it begins to immediately, instinctively slaver and drool.
No, I don't want.
anticipation.
I don't want her to solve this problem.
Archita's going to die if we don't do this.
I'm trying so hard to keep my composure as you whip out your large amount of meat.
Does a 14 do it?
Please, good sir, take my meat.
All right, with a 14, as you do that, dripping with blood yourself, its eyes begin to glow, and it turns away from looking at you, and it immediately leaps at the meat and begins to feed on it. It looks like he's so overcome with hunger that he can't stop himself from just eating the meat easily presented to him. And
Yeah.
he seems preoccupied. Viridian, are you gonna do anything?
Dying, maybe.
What?
Ajita is down. Now's the time for you to spare the dying.
I didn't know that actually worked. I thought it had to be a living creature or something. I'll do that.
I am a half-living creature right now.
So in
Okay.
D&D, when you hit 0, you don't actually die immediately. You're in a state of dying. And if you continue to not receive any proper healing, there's a chance you could die permanently.
Okay. I will heal, or attempt to heal my dear friend, Ajita.
All right, read the description of Spare the Dying to me, pretty please.
You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
Okay, perfect. You reach out to Ajita and you see that they are in fact stabilized. The wounds close. They aren't conscious just yet, but you can tell that they're no longer dying.
Yay!
Okay, the creature is ravenously eating it, and as it's doing it, it's kind of like cautiously looking to you all. It's turning so that it doesn't have its back to you all, and it's putting the meat in between you and it as it continues to eat. And it seems to cautiously just be like gobbling down the meat as quickly as it can, while also watching the lot of you. What do you do?
I want to make an insight check and see if it will still mean any harm even after it finishes eating.
Okay.
$18.
Okay. It looks like this thing, not only does it not want to fight, but it also, it seems like it wants more than just the meat. So, what I mean by that is, sorry, I'm a
The
child.
booty.
It looks like it's going to ask you for more, and you're not sure that it's food afterwards. But it's kind of contemplating its next moves, looking back towards the tower, to the windmill, and then back at you all, just kind of playing it cautiously while it eats.
Okay. I will lay down my weapons to show good faith that I do not want to do battle with it. That you no harm, and I'm here to help.
Okay, Viridian, what are you doing? Eldritch Blast, yeah!
Don't you dare!
America!
Should I? I'm thinking about it.
You do, then I'm not going to save you. I don't got spare the dying.
Yeah,
I
don't
give an
know.
unconscious thumbs up.
Children!
Fuck it, we ball!
Viridian, do it in my stead.
You know, I'm not really sure. I guess I'll do the same and just lay down my weapons.
You don't have weapons, do you?
I do, you dingle.
Okay,
I don't know,
I'm
you're
gonna say that we are cautiously out of combat. Let me see if I can pull out some suspense music.
Oh yeah, that's what we need.
We need Mitty not to go in guns a-blazing.
I gave a warning shot, okay? I tried to
You were like,
persuade
I don't want to fight, and then shot it.
It was a little crazy.
The first time I did this battle was a lot easier than this.
I mean,
I
there was
won't
also,
kill
like,
you,
7
but-
of you.
That's true, and I was always in the back.
Okay, so it kind of positions itself in a way that it's protecting itself. It backs up the hill towards these cairns, and it says, as it's eating, it manages to finally sate its hunger just a little bit, but it's still, like, you know, taking bites here and there in between its words. Okay. Need more food. Need healing. Lady, heal, yes? And he points
Yes.
a wing back towards the tower. Need healing. Me. Need healing. Baby.
Baby.
Baby. What?
Daughter. Daughter need healing.
Your daughter is hurt?
Daughter hurt, yes.
Alright. If, with your permission, we will go to the lady and see if she can offer whatever she has to help you, so that you will be able to help your daughter and leave her in peace. Is that agreeable?
Food, me, food, daughter. Healing me, healing daughter.
Alright, with that understood, I cautiously head towards the house, never turning my back either.
Alright, it backs away from... It scrapes the food towards it, but it leaves Ajita's body. With just a little bit more healing. If anybody has even a little bit of healing, Ajita can probably get back up.
I do not have any... I don't have any spells yet.
Try a medicine check. See if we can jolt her back to life. I'll say if you get a good enough medicine check, whoever, either Rylene or Viridian, you can...
I got 17.
Okay. Between the two of you, wow, good dirty 20.
Of course, of course.
Don't ever question my profession.
Why aren't you the cleric?
So between the two of you, you managed to successfully get Ajita up. Ajita, you're still at 0 hit points, but I'll go ahead and say that you are conscious and able to hobble around. But you're very hurt, and you definitely are not enjoying your current status.
So worth it.
You
Okay.
hush.
Go ahead and move your tokens around wherever you all are moving, and let me know what you're doing.
Before I leave the Manta Griffin, is there a way to do like an insight check on what they just said, just in case, just to verify?
Sure.
I will-
Insight
I
or
will-
nature,
I
up
will.
to you.
Which one is better? I'll go insight. That is a 9.
All right. You can't detect any kind of additional kind of sneakery or anything. It looks like it's just cautious and doesn't want to be shot with arrows anymore, and just wants the things it asked for, which are food for him, food and healing for it and its baby.
A likely story, but okay.
I believe him.
You can't disbelieve him when you literally roll that you believe him. That's the rule of insight.
I did. They didn't.
Your belief can't be dependent on whether or not you roll high.
Well, I'm a simple person.
Yeah, clearly.
Well, frig you.
Okay, you approach the windmill, and the old lady is still smiling down pleasantly at you all. Hello.
Oh. Sorry. Hello.
You made a pretty big friend there, didn't you?
Quote unquote on friend. How are you, madam?
Oh, I'm fine. Adabra Gwyn, pleasure to meet you, sweeties. And you see that she looks like this. Like a gnomish Betty White.
Oh.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm sorry to ask you of this, ma'am, but do you have any meat and or healings that you could offer to our big friend over there so that they may leave you alone?
Oh, no meat. My babies eat all the meat. Did you ask for healing too, or you said just meat? My bad.
Healings.
I suppose I do have some potions, but they're very dear, very difficult to make, you know.
I will you could just put it on my tab. Or how much would it cost for healing potions?
Roll a persuasion check, and you can do this however you like between the three of you. One person wants to assist, one person wants to be the main roller.
I only got +2 in persuasion.
I also got a +2 as well.
Viridian?
Viridian's
They
eating
are
potato
typing.
skins.
Coffee
Coffee
fit.
bit. Aw.
you laugh? Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry.
So
no.
First reaction is to
Don't
laugh.
don't make it like that.
Like
Messed
what?
up.
That's
Messed
exactly what
up.
it was. You
No. I didn't. No. Dang it.
Coughing
Okay,
fit.
that's my beat. That's my beat.
See what I mean? It's
Alright.
her. It's
And
not
doesn't matter.
me. It's all her.
Viridian has sent a middle finger in chat.
Okay, who's gonna
Okay.
be the main roller? Who's gonna assist?
Anyone want to be the main?
Main roller is also gonna be the main person doing the talking.
Oh, that was me, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Who wants to assist? Who thinks they lucky?
I'll give it a go, unless you wanted to, Vegeta.
I'll give it a go. I'll be like, please, I need the healing, please.
Sounds good. I'll be here in emotional and physical recovery.
One second.
You got this. May the dice gods be merciful.
Hey, can you
Please,
all
Orange
still see?
God.
Can you all still see the Mama Trauma channel in Discord?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Maybe call it that.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so the assistant, roll first, please. This is a persuasion check.
Persuasion? Please, I am dying. I am hurting. That is a 15.
Hey!
All right, you give advantage to the main roller, who is.
Please don't let it be that other persuasion. 4 bad rolls.
That's pretty terrible.
Oh my god.
10!
Okay.
10 is the most I could do. Middle ground.
Hmm. Well, they're 50 gold each, darling. I don't know what to tell you, but tell you what, if you can get that thing to go away, I can part with one of them.
That's gonna be rather difficult, ma'am, as it won't leave unless it has healing and food. I can tell you what. We were actually sent here to do to try to convince you to come back into town, and the price for doing so is 50 gold pieces.
Are you lying, or did you misremember?
What? No, that was the quest, wasn't it?
25 gold.
Oh, 25 gold. Ah. Let's see.
You should change your dice, though.
This is online dice. I can't do anything with that. Okay, but the quest to bring you back to town, if with your permission, was 25 gold. Then we do have 10 on hand, which is about 40 total. But we do plan on doing more quests around the town in order to earn more gold.
Offering Ezra's money.
We're in a dire space
Jesus.
at the moment.
God damn, you try to act so high and mighty, but then you're just like, haha, somebody's dying, haha, here, take this money. Like, Jesus, Mindy.
Oh,
I'm also like chaotic good.
I don't really want to go back to town, is the thing. I like it out here.
Is there a reason for that?
Well, I'm not much of a healer without the mill, and the mill's pretty heavy. And, well, I've got all my babies.
What exactly is your babies?
My babies, darling. And roll perception,
Oh god.
everybody.
12?
18.
Okay.
13.
Vegeta and Viridian, you hear through the wooden door what sounds like a lot of cats. Rylene, now that the adrenaline of the fight and everything is beginning to pass, you not only hear a lot of cats, you smell a lot of cats, if you know what I
Ew.
mean.
Oh gosh.
Uh,
She pinches her nose a bit. I forgot. I have to that person talk. Okay, she kind of like pinches her nose a bit, but then immediately puts it down. Didn't want to look rude. Well, if we can't convince you to come to town, could you at least give us a note to give to the mayor about it?
Mm. She looks to the manta griffin, which is beginning to finish its food, and back to downstairs behind her, and she says, okay, look, if you can safely get me, my babies, and my mill back to town, I suppose I can part with 2 potions.
The whole place.
Just the stone mill.
I was thinking the whole windmill. I was like, oh, okay.
It's a really powerful teleportation spell that I don't think we have. How about at least the 2 potions on loan, and then we'll come back to pay for the amounts. I am a person of my word.
Oh, no. Let's take my wagon and fill it up with the mill and the cats and my belongings and me, of course. And if you can get me back to town, I'll give you these 2 potions. And you get that big creepy thing to go away, of course.
I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas?
I mean, we could maybe have a distraction for the Grifficore, and then we would be able to safely get her out. And then once we get the potions, we could then give it back to her. Well, give it back to the creature, and then both sides are happy.
I don't know about distracting it, but I could probably go out with it to go hunting at the very least and discuss the deal with it about our deal with her. That way, everyone wins.
Hunting? Why? Do you need food?
Yes, the Grifficore needs meat for itself and apparently for its daughter. They're both hurt and hungry.
Oh, no meat. The babies eat all the meat, but I've plenty of bread.
I don't think it would be satisfied with that, unfortunately.
Do you maybe have any really old babies?
Oh god.
Whatever do you mean?
No.
It's a little bit
Maybe
technical.
some babies who are ready to leave this mortal realm?
Mister, shame on you for even suggesting such a thing. I would never. One of my babies?
My apologies, man.
Who would it even be? Buttercup? Cuppabutt? Cutterbutts? Cuppabups? Stuffabups? Buttersnups? And she goes on to list a lot of cats.
Oh god,
And
that
they
is a
all
lot
follow-
of butts.
They all follow the exact same naming scheme.
Man, where do you conjure up all the meat enough to feed all of your babies?
I used to have a cow. Who do you think pulled the wagon?
So, how are you feeding them now?
Well, I suppose I didn't really have an answer for that. They're not really taking to the bread. That's why I'm willing to go to town.
Alright. Do I remember there's any, like, abundance of, prey or game on our way up here?
Yeah, I think with a good enough survival roll, you could find something.
So do I roll for it, or did I already?
You'd have to roll for it again.
Oh, thank goodness, so 22.
Ooh.
Okay, So it's gonna take some time to hunt up some meat. What's the plan?
Okay, are you guys willing to listen to my idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think that you, Viridian, Ajita, both of you head back to town with, Madam here and her cats. Though try to keep a distance. I have a feeling that, Grifficorn here might end up eyeing the cats as soon as he sees them. I will try to go with the Grifficorn to go hunt for some game to help heal it. Or to help feed it at the very least. And we'll meet up with you guys near the edge of the town with hopefully the potions in hand. I'll try and see if I can persuade it to be alright with some patience.
I have the potions here. I can give them to you now.
Is that alright with you?
Oh yeah, you're not liars, right?
No, not at all.
She can
No.
insight check me and I'll just be full open.
Okay, I trust you. Adventurers, gonna save me and my babies, protected us from the big scary monster.
Alright. I will take the potions then and head over to the Grifficorn. I keep messing up the name. To the Grifficorn and go hunting out with it. Well, you just wait a little while before you head on out.
Sounds like a plan.
And I take the potions that she offers and head back to the Grifficorn and tell the plan.
Okay, you bring the potions over to the Grifficorn and Manta Griffin, whatever the thing, and it looks up at you and it looks like it's satiated and it's left some meat left over. You have healing.
I have a potion for you and your daughter. However, unfortunately, she doesn't have any meat that she can offer you. But I do know that there are some areas around here that has abundant game that we can hunt together to feed you and your daughter. Is that alright with you?
This meat enough. Very good meat. And he gestures to the leftover meat of what you brought out from before.
Oh. Well, I'm glad that it was enough for you. But if you do need some more, I am willing to help you.
Need help hold. Make carry? He gestures to the meat and to your potions and to his big old Manta Griffin claws.
Alright, and I go to help.
Okay. It cannot hold everything.
I'll hold it. I'll hold the stuff. All the stuff.
I think he needs like a bundle or something is what he's implying.
Oh, a bundle? Oh, okay. Then I head back to the lady and see if she has anything I can use, like, hold everything in one.
Sure, she gives you a towel that smells like cat pee.
Is there, like, a well nearby I can wash that?
Sure, right behind the mill.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a good wash. Or actually, no. If I have a water canteen on hand, I'll use that to try to wash it as much as I can.
Let's see. Viridian, do you have the spell Prestidigitation?
Let me see.
It should be a cantrip.
No.
Okay. Pretty helpful spell. You might want to switch to it.
I
Does a
had
little
that
bit of
before.
everything, including cleaning things.
Oh
Okay.
no.
You clean and wash. The towel smells a lot better. Bring it back to the manticore. Bundle up the stuff. Help attach the bundle in a way so that he can hold it in his beak, and it looks at you. Thank you. Help me. Help daughter. Blue, tall legs, has friend.
I hope you and your daughter well, but please, if you will, as a favor for me, please do not harm any of the townspeople.
Okay. Used to have a home. Big, scary come. Scales. Lightning. Thunder. Sharp. Now, no home. Take daughter. safe place.
The dragon, huh?
Yes. Svaralax.
Is that the dragon's name?
Yes.
Well, believe you me and my going back to shoot. That we are here to deal with Svaralax. So maybe in the future, if we ever get the job done, you'll have a home to return to.
Want home again. And he gives you a look before taking off into the air, the bundle in tow, and leaving Umbridge Hill, presumably for good.
Raylene collapses. Ah, I thought we were gonna die. It's safe now.
Okay, Adabra Gwyn disappears from her window, and after a little while, you hear her trundling through. Excuse me, dearie. Excuse me, butternuts. Excuse me, nutabutt. Excuse me, stufferbutt. And you hear like an army of meowing. The door comes unlocked. You hear the heft of a wooden block being pushed out of the way. And the door opens, and a veritable wave of cats, and more importantly, cat smell comes bundling out of the windmill. It sounded like there were like 8 cats in there. There's at least 40 cats.
Oh.
How'd it go from
my
8 to
God.
40?
They were quiet.
It's hard to
But the
believe.
smell is tremendous.
I think my nose just shriveled up.
I think I will take 1 hit point from that.
You'll be
You
dead!
die again.
We're not reviving you again. I don't know how many spell slots they have.
Oh, darling, you don't look too good. Come down here. She reaches towards you, Ajita.
I like bend down a little bit just to help her.
She taps your cheek, and you receive 1 point of healing. There.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
You'll be better soon, sweetie. Come now, come now. She leads you all to the side of the windmill, where there are, in fact, over here you find a wagon that you can, in fact, stuff with the millstone itself, and fold it up smaller. What are those things called on a windmill? Fins? Wings? The things that...
Color?
The big things that spin around in a windmill. Like the things on a fan. Fan blades? Fan blades, sure.
And
But
yeah.
Smaller version of that, basically. LSC. So yeah, she says there's all that stuff. It's pretty heavy. Especially
Big
the
old
millstone. Not to mention the actual pushing of the wagon.
Rotor blade.
Rudder blade,
Evo.
okay. All right. It takes some time and some really good athletics checks, but you manage to get everything boarded up. Soon enough, the wagon is loaded up with the millstone, the folded up rudder blades, and the army of cats. As Adabra finally steps out of the mill, you see her kind of sniff at the air. She says, "Always smells funny out here."
Is it fresher?
Something. It's not, I don't know. It's not strong enough out here.
Strong enough for what?
I don't know. Just the smell is so... Ugh. Oh, I bundled up my things. Be a dear and go inside and grab them, will you?
Okay.
Whoever goes inside to grab the things has to roll a Constitution save.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
1, 2, 3, not.
Right, I'll do it. Alright.
I don't think my health can take it.
Alright, that is a con check. It's actually a con save. The saves are below. There you go. You got it.
Oh, shit.
I'll let you keep your initial roll of 11.
Woo!
So that is a 13, which is enough, but just barely. It's so bad in there.
Oh my
You
god.
find yourself wincing. Your eyes are watering. It's like almost tangible, the smell.
Okay, alright.
You gather up her bags, and I manage to bring them out. The bags themselves smell, of course, but eventually, Adabra Gwyn and her army of cats are ready to go, and she's like loading them up one by one onto the wagon, naming them as she does.
We're bringing the smell back to town. These cats are going to run wild.
Yeah, a little bit.
That is not going to be our problem. As Riley's just petting each and every one of the cats, like secretly cooing at them all,
So
despite the smell.
So you have a wagon. It's loaded up with an old lady and her cats and a heavy-ass millstone. How are you going to get back to town?
Rylene is going to carry the cart.
Excuse me, do I look like a freaking
Yes.
Do I look like a big old orc?
Well, you talk like one.
How about we all just give it a hand? We all just like pick it up, and then it'll make it all easier.
That's a
Or-
great idea.
Or we can go into town and see if they have some knights in town to help with this. I'm pretty sure they would be very appreciative to have the healer back in town.
Not with this smell.
I think they would take their chances.
I don't think they would.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Prim and Proper, who can't handle it.
Hey, at least I'm offering with Ajita.
You were offering me to push the thing.
But then Ajita had the loveliest ideas.
Ajita, what do you think?
I think if we aren't able to pick it up ourselves, then we take a break and then we go into town and we find maybe a horse, maybe an orc, and then we come back. But let's give it a little bit of elbow grease.
All right, let's try and see if we can push it ourselves.
All right. Show me 3 athletics checks.
3 each or 1 each?
1 each.
16.
16. 24.
24.
10, 34, 50 average, 17. So 50 total, 17 average. Pretty good. It's a 3-person effort. It's 2 people at the front, it's 1 person at the back. It is not easy, but you do manage to get it rolling. And luckily, it's mostly downhill.
Runaway cart's gonna run us over from the front.
Okay.
That's so many cats down a hill if that's the case.
We're riding in the cart.
As you begin to make your way back to town, you hear the sound of an encroaching rain. Distant thunder. It's night now, and occasionally there's a loud peal of thunder that cracks, shudders the sky. The lady, Adabra Gwyn, whimpers every time there's lightning, and you see that the cats lovingly console her and gather around her. Some of them scared, but most of them protecting her.
How much farther into town?
Shouldn't be too much farther now.
Do you know if there's anyone that you can stay with when you're back?
I suppose so. Say, what's that?
What's
She points to the sky. And even against the dark of night, you can see that there is a looming figure. With a sudden peal of lightning, you see the outline of huge wings against the sky. The heavy beat of wings pummeling the ground with wind.
It's him. Everyone get to the trees. Find cover.
You begin to pull the wagon off the road towards trees. There aren't many, it's sparse. And you don't make it far when suddenly there's a thudding boom! The ground shakes. You feel its presence before you see it. This massive, terrifying dragon spreading its wings before you. And though you have only heard sparse things about it, you know in this moment you are in the presence of the Sfaralax. Crackling with energy, its skin begins to shine and you see its full form towering in front of you.
Who goes there?
Oh shit.
Okay.
Are you
Riley.
the runts that Neverwinter has sent?
Do we want to talk to it or are we laying low?
Should lay low.
Speak, cowards!
Oh god.
We are but mere travelers. Then she kind of like shows a respectful bow to it, try not to cause any more animosity. Show respect.
Adabrigwin is quivering, huddling, her cats close to her, hiding in the wagon. The thing prowls, and for its size, it's terrifying how quickly and quietly it moves. Circling you, getting a good look at you from all angles before stopping in front of you again.
This is what they send to defeat Sfaralax.
Just shakily breathing, not saying anything.
Do I frighten you?
You are indeed very powerful, a magnificent creature.
My apologies. Maybe I should take on a form more easy for you to take in.
And before you, the crackling form of this electricity-riddled dragon begins to shrink and contort and change until standing before you is still the same presence of that dragon, but in a much smaller form. He is in fact taken on the form of an elf.
I'm sorry, is this easier?
No form would dare change the magnificence of your presence.
Cowards. Neverwinter doesn't know what they fight, and they send children. Tell me, adventurers, what are your names? I wish to know my prey before I eat them.
I'm a Jita.
I am Viridian.
And hearing that apparently he's going to eat us, I change my stance and just glare at him. It says, I am Rylene.
Is that so? Ajita, Viridian, Rylene, tell me, you dare step into my kingdom? Why shouldn't I kill the lot of you?
Where would be the fun in killing us when we're weak as babes? Surely someone as great as you would want it more of a challenge.
Ah, too right. I like you. Nice coloring.
He
Not
says,
so bad
and
yourself.
suddenly his skin changes, and you see him take on that semi-dragon, semi-elven form in the on the right there. And he flashes back to his elven form after that.
She had a bit of look of distaste for a bit. Suits you better than most.
Do me the most tiniest of favors. Get
If it's with
out of Phandalin and never come back.
And if we refuse?
Then I suppose we've more games to play, don't we? I have an idea for a game we can play tonight. You don't wish to leave? Fine. Sparallax will defeat what quarry he needs to set claim to his kingdom. I will leave you. And I won't even fight you. But that old lady there, tell her to choose a cat that I might eat it.
I looked back to the old lady.
Adabra Gwen's eyes are wide, and she looks stock still, terrified. But suddenly, she holds up just the ugliest cat you've ever seen. It is a butthole of a cat.
Oh.
It is an unwashed. If you were to be told that all of this smell was coming from one cat, you would believe it was this one. It is the worst looking cat. It is the ugliest thing to exist. Butterbutt. It's gotta be Butterbutt. He's old. He bites me. He's on his way out anyway. It's gotta be Butterbutt.
I go to pick up the cat.
Yes, bring me this Butterbutt.
And as I bring the cat to the dragon. I try to, on the way, try to knock out the cat to kind of put in a sleeper hold so that it doesn't. It will, at least when it goes, it will not feel the pain.
It takes no effort. This thing is barely there.
I give it, ignoring the smell, tears, and the tears in my eyes, which is from the smell, not from me having to sacrifice it. I give it a subtle, parting kiss on its head,
Gross.
and then offer it.
Your
I
lips
know,
stink.
shush. It does. I will take it.
You're a monster.
A vile sacrifice for a vile being. Poetic.
And I
Well
hand them
put,
over.
Ajita. Yes. But a butt.
And it makes a big gesture. It makes a big gesture of lifting it up to the sky. Its fur getting soaked in the rain. It gives one pitiful
Ah!
and with a terrifying snap of his jaws,
Ah!
he switches to his half draconic form and swallows it whole.
Really just looks away.
God damn it.
Ajita's horrified, just staring.
Are you satisfied?
I suppose I am. What should I call you lot?
Don't you dare!
We got to say our name. We
No,
have
you may
to.
not. I just pretty much break out of my fears. Don't you dare tell him our name.
I push past Rylene, mustering up all the courage that I can. Ears flopped back, but standing proud. You want to know the name of the ones who will defeat you?
Yes.
Mama Trauma.
It just does the biggest face plant.
Just
Of all
then,
people
an
to know
eagle
they-
cries out. Lightning crashes as you yell the name Mama Trauma defiantly into the dragon's face.
Hell yeah.
Can you kill me now? Can you just... No, just kidding, just kidding.
You give the dragon pause. And then in all of a flash of an instant, he's his gigantic, terrifying form once more.
Oh shit.
It is
I did.
scary how quickly he can switch.
Farewell, Mama Trauma.
You're all nearly bowled over with the force of his wings as he beats at the sky and takes off like a bolt of lightning, disappearing into the twilight.
Vegeta's going to yell. Just, you coward!
Vegeta.
Alright, Ajita, pushing it a little bit.
I don't know what's worse. Me kissing kissing the cat who's now foiled my lips, or Spylax now knowing what our team name is.
The working name. We can change it later. Plus, maybe he'll think that we're a different team if we change our name.
I thought you could. I've been saying that, but you guys were so set on the freaking mother trauma.
The Disney twist us.
I go back to the old lady and give her my apologies and say, we will set up a grave for Butterbutt when we reach the village.
You turn to leave and she grips your arm and you see that she's crying and she sobs against your arm for a while.
Oh, Mitty, you monster.
He would always bite me, but I still loved him and I know he still loved me.
Oh.
I just give her a calming pat on the back and say, I know. I
He
understand.
just didn't know any better. He was too old. Oh, Butterpie. She sobs the rest of the way to Phandalin. And for the remainder of the trip, things are quiet and somber. By the time you make it to Phandalin, it's early morning. Harbin Wester greets you through the door, doles out your 25 gold underneath the door, 1 coin at a time. And you've completed your first mission. Though the sting of the loss of Butterbutt will stay with you forever. You've met Svaralax and you realize this small town of Phandalin is in more trouble than you thought. And it's gonna take for you to be more than who you were to properly give these people the protection that they need. And that resolution instills itself in your bones, and you level to level 2.
Yay!
And that's the end of our session for today. Hooray!
Hooray!
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Mitty,
How
you
did
murdered a cat.
How did we survive this? I'm glad I didn't watch the full video of the previous groups. Like, I only got up to like meeting Toboro, but my gosh, did they also have to meet?
Svaralax?
Yeah.
They did.
Okay.
God.
I wonder how they handled that.
About the same.
Okay.
They got ridiculed. They handed over the cat, and the walk back to Phandalin was somber and quiet.
Well, good job, everybody. That's a
Yay!
successful day.
Mama Trauma lives another day.
Haha,
Just
beautiful name.
barely. They didn't fight the Manticore. Let me put it this way: if 4 level 3 characters fought the Manticore, it would be an even match. You are 3 level 1 characters.
Yeah, nah. How much health did it have?
A lot. Actually, you got it down to about 40.
Yeah, we did.
Really?
Yeah.
If you could continue to just shoot it from a distance, you might have got it. But now that it was all up in your face, I didn't think you were gonna last much longer.
Yeah, you would have to keep disengaging, but then you would lose your action.
Yeah.
We need a paladin or a cleric, and someone in the chat would like to join and save this long range.
You could be that paladin today.
I guess one of us might have to multi-class to cover that.
It's your paladin, you need it now.
If any of you would like to respec, you can. Not saying you should, not saying you need to, but if any of you would like to, now that you know what you're up against, you can.
As in, like, changing up our classes and stuff, or...
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to change your backstory. You know, you can make it work with a different class, but if you want to be something else, you can be. But you certainly don't have to, and you certainly shouldn't feel pressured to. But if you want to, now that you kind of have a better feeling of the game and what all it entails, then sure.
Nah, I'm sticking to my ranger self.
It will be taken into consideration.
Sure. I mean, we have some time. As you know, in October, we're going to be doing 2 sessions as opposed to just 1. So I'll be sending out the spreadsheet for scheduling that soon. We can discuss whether or not we want to keep streaming it when we're off stream. I don't want to put you all on blast in front of the crowd. For everybody watching, thanks. Let me know what you thought. Let us know what you thought of everybody's performances today, playing their characters, the decisions they made, what all took place. What about y'all? How did y'all feel about the game?
This was much more compared to the first time I did this module, or at least, like, my gosh, I never got to meet Svaralax before. I never had. I mean, we're also a smaller party too, so I didn't know how we were gonna get out of beating the Manticore, Grifficord, whatever.
Mantigriffithor.
Had a hard time trying to persuade it, and like I thought we could maybe kill it. Went down in one shot.
It was a crit, to be fair. It was a brutal crit.
Still.
Yeah, it was a 20, and I'm like, ah. Huh.
Okay, I think for next time we should like split up, like kind of like triangulate our attacks so that if they're gonna go after us, and they might as well go after us only after one, while the other two are at least at a safe distance to take shots. We need to plan better.
What'd you all think about Spiralax?
Terrifying.
In the best way.
Yes. So good.
Reminds me of that first dragon from Vox Machina.
Did you like the voice?
Shut it.
Jesus.
It's a great touch. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't hear it. There's the thing. When I turn on the filter, I don't hear it. So I just hear your
Yeah.
reaction to it. So I'm like, I don't know. Is that good? Is it too loud? What is it? I don't know.
No, it was
It's the
great. It was
reaction.
perfect.
It's great.
Was it Thordak Scorpio? I don't know.
I think it might have been.
Big blue lightning dude.
Fun. I'm glad you all liked it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to the next session. Hopefully we can get some more players in here. The other group, the Pointy Ears, is their name. The Pointy Ears have 5, and that's a solid group for this type of adventure where I feel like they'll be safe. At 3, it's looking a little sketch. You might be 4, and hopefully we can maybe get you a 5th. I don't know, maybe even a 6th if necessary, but I feel like maybe 6 might be too much.
This is why I'm sticking to try to be a Beastmaster, because then at least I can have a party member.
And yeah, let me know if you need any help leveling up to level 2. I plan to have these cards for you prepared for next time, which will be basically a quick summary of your character, your specialties, what your options are each round. Like when I say it's your turn, like all the different things you can choose from. And then also putting some of your like extra special moves at the bottom. Like these are the things that only you can do, that you do best. Like for Ranger, it'll be, you know, having a Beastmaster out and doing your like beat your Ranger spells. For a Fighter, it'll be Action Surge and Second Wind. And for Warlock, I'll try and list some of your more useful spells that you can use and kind of your other special abilities to help get you more familiar with your characters and what they can do, and also the people at home if we continue to stream it.
Yeah.
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 By the way, which one was the easiest of the quests to do?
This one.
That was the
What?
easiest. Wow.
I just assumed like the 25 gold pieces, like that's like, it's pretty cheap, so it must be pretty easy to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I really didn't want you to fight the Manticore. I was trying extra hard to make you not fight it.
Yeah,
And then Midi fought it.
I technically didn't make the first.
Ryan
I didn't
fought it.
shoot it. I warning shot it. How dare you?
Your warning shot was more of a miss, though. Like, it was...
We can call it that, yeah, but like, if it wasn't.
Your warning shot was prefaced with, "Stop attacking or I'm going to shoot you," and then the immediate thing of shooting.
To be fair, I did that in my last campaign too, but I actually hit. No, wait, no, I think I still missed.
That was my favorite part of the whole thing.
That's pretty
Yeah. I call it my iconic moment in my origin.
good. Scorpio's right. The 4 failed persuasion rolls were pretty crazy.
Don't remind me. I wasted inspiration for that. Reminds me of the time I wasted on lizards.
All right, y'all, that was fun. We're gonna go ahead and call it here. We can keep talking off stream, but for now, I think we'll go ahead and close the stream up. Everybody, thanks for watching. Y'all got anything you want to say to the chat?
Thanks for
Thanks
watching,
for
chat.
being here.
I'm glad we could all see how evil Midi is.
I hope you guys like me more than Viridian.
I'm
mean,
just
they
happy
don't
to be
like-
here.
Put up a
Everyone
poll.
is
Who is your
Viridian.
top favorite character right now? Me, Viridian, or Ajita? Or heck,
Thanks for
Look at that
coming.
thirst
Bye.
trap. Come on.
Hopefully you did. See you next
Bye-bye.
time.
Bye.
bye.
Bye.